Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing this evening? Hey, thank you for joining me. Amen. Amen. The state of Texas versus Darryinn Brown. When did Monica turn on Darryinn Brown? That is the information that will be discussed this evening. I don't know who this woman is. I don't know this child, but I know there is some shenanigans going on between the two. So we have to ask ourselves, what is the relationship? What was the relationship between Monica Sherrod and Darryinn Brown? Because you see, a man has come forward to say that someone tried to steal his granddaughter. So why would he not press charges? I brought you a live earlier in the morning pertaining to Molly Golightly's channel. She brought some pertinent information pertaining to things about Miss Sherrod that a neighbor had noticed. And as I stated, we don't want anything bad to happen to this person, but naturally she's going to know who you are and what you said about her, because most people remember who they've talked to. But then again, if she is an addict, possibly she'll forget. I don't know. But nonetheless, I don't want anything bad to happen to this said person. So I get they don't want to be revealed. But the fact that children weren't going outside allegedly, let's say allegedly, children weren't going outside, the twins weren't seen. So then we have to ask ourselves, were her children seen going outside? Did she spend time with her children, take her children out to extracurricular activities, things that children participate in? Yes, it was explosive, indeed. We have to ask ourselves, what in the hell is going on in that house? Traffic, different men, every 6 weeks, a new boyfriend, allegedly. People spending the night, 2 days, 2 weeks, allegedly. Different cars coming and going, foot traffic coming and going. So then we have to ask ourselves, what was going on with the children in the house? How were the children treated? How did the children feel about being in the said home with different people coming and going inside of this house? Okay, let's keep it real. What was going on? Sorry, motioning. Thank you all for joining me. How did the children feel about the different people in the house? How were the children treated by these said guests? Who are these people? Are they people who were selling drugs, bringing drugs, bartering drugs? Johns, what are we talking about here? Did any of them abuse the children physically, verbally, sexually? You have to ask those type of things, you see, because now we know that felonious behavior was going on in that house 9 times out of 10. We saw the state of the house during that tour by Cameron Morey. It was not a conducive place to raise children. Now, everyone is entitled to live how he or she sees fit, but that is not a place for children to run around and play without bumping into things, knocking over things, things possibly falling on top of them, their feet, their this, their that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you, as I state, you're single, you want to get down like that, you want a house filled with shenanigans, a bunch of junk, that's on you. But when you have children, there's just, to me, a certain way you need to live. And a clean house is the appropriate way to go. Why did you turn on Darryinn? I want to know. I want to know what actually happened between you, Miss Sherrod, and Darryinn Brown. What was said? What did he actually do to you or to your children or to your household for you to decide to say to the Daily Mail that I don't want you? Thank you, mods. You want to subscribe to the channel? Cash App, $ Big Angie 129. I'll super chat to welcome during the live. Thank you so much for joining me. This is basically a part 2 from my earlier live I did in the morning. I had a little free time before getting out to take care of my business, so I went live incognito. And this evening, I decided to show you the queen. Thank you. I want to know why you turned on him. I want to know what happened for him to become public enemy number one. Because what I have to ask myself is, perhaps, if indeed something did transpire between you and Darryinn Brown, that is the reason why Cash Gurnan is no longer living. And of course, no reason, no logical reason to bludgeon a child to death. But nonetheless, something went on. You felt some type of way about this child who's now a man by law standard. Something went on. And I want to know what was going on between you and Darryinn Brown. Many people are asking. Every article I bring has that question in the statement. We cannot verify what relationship these two had. So I like to know why these articles keep asking that. So enlighten the queen. Please help me. Because I want to know. What was going on with you and that kid? Why did you turn on that kid? What did Darryinn Brown do? Because when we listen to this commentary on Molly's channel, it's messed up, jacked up. He and his brother there, allegedly eating up your stuff, your food, but yet you invited them. They didn't just walk in. They didn't have a key. And from what we've heard about how you keep a house, one does not need a key because you don't have locks on the doors, which we heard all that from Mr. Maury during that house tour with the Daily Mail. So how many people have you had staying there, honey? How many children have you had staying there? How did those boys get there? Did the state place them there? Or did they just ask you because they knew your children, play with your children? What? Please enlighten us. Because I want to know, how do you go from having a wayward child in your house that you knew was troubled, knew was mental? You told that guy that. You talked him out of allegedly pressing charges against him back in February for an attempted kidnapping. So I want to know, what did Darryinn Brown do to you? What did he say? What did he do? I want to know. It's enough playtime, honey. You've had enough playtime. You've had enough nose scratching, tail scratching. Let's get down to logistics. What happened between you and Darryinn Brown? What happened between Darryinn Brown and your children? Did he steal from you, rob you? What did he do? Because he was good enough to go to bat for him with a stranger, allegedly. He was good enough to sleep in your house, eat your food, bathe in your tub. So what else was going on? And I don't like to insinuate that a grown woman was sleeping with a child, because that is disgusting to ever insinuate that an adult was turning favors sexually with a child. But people keep bringing it up, and there has to be a reason why some people assume that. And you know what? We have to ask ourselves, why would anyone assume a grown woman was sleeping with a boy? Because to be 18 is still near a child, especially if you're immature. And then we're talking about someone who's allegedly schizophrenic. So now we factor in, you were taking advantage of, let's say it was sexual advantage of a disabled person. Now that's nasty. That's nasty. My. Different people, different boyfriends, every few weeks, different men coming in and out of the house around your children. Why? Ain't no telling what the hell was going on in that house. And see, that's what I've been trying to tell you all. You don't know this chick. And you don't ride or die for people you don't know. You see, you can ride or die for somebody you do know, and they could be guilty. So you're only judging them according to what you think you know about them. And we've learned with true crime, you don't know anybody. You don't know anybody. If you have not heard the good news on Miss Molly's channel, you need to go over there and check it out. It's a very interesting video, I must say. Now, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe what the neighbor had to say. But you know, a lot of people do see things, hear things. And just because they don't talk about it or say it to the person directly, it doesn't mean that it's not true, what they're saying or what they think they're saying. And we know that we're all entitled to have guests in our home, company, liaisons, hookups. But you had children in your house. So no, ma'am, that's a no-no. Thank you all for joining me. Hello, Joelle, Crystal, Night Owl, K-Ran, Real Deal. Thank you all. Bates Motel, possibly. House of Horror, possibly. Trap House, possibly. Haunted House, indeed. I want to know what Darren Brown did to you. That's all I want to know. I want to know why this 18-year-old kid, if we're to believe that's him in those videos, took that child out of there and killed that child. The same child you act like you didn't know. And now we're hearing all these stories now, which that was to be expected. All this drama for the little nosy Parker that wanted to try to tell me they didn't think it was drama. Oh, it's drama, baby. It's ghetto ratchet drama. Up all night, indeed. Yes, we left that part out. Slept all day. Well, you're going to sleep all day if you stay up late. Ask the queen. She knows about that. You stay up late, how can you function? And if you go to work, you're groggy. You can't function well. And then you factor in the reason why you're up all night. Now, it's not because you have a YouTube channel and you're uploading content, such as the queen. So you're doing other things with your time. Now, what would that be? I don't know whose room it was, but indeed, that was not a room for anyone. That was a makeshift room. And I believe probably the grand setup for that evening, that morning. I want to know when was the last time Darren Brown actually was in that house, why he was in that house, what happened. I want to know the conversation. Who said what to whom? Yeah, I want to know. I want to know what he said to you, what you said to him, his reason for visiting. I want to know, was he actually there 2 days before the child's death? Was he actually there to play with a damn 4-year-old child? I don't want to know that. Let's be truthful. Come on, Queen. If I'm to believe Darryinn Brown is a lurker, peeper, likes breaking into cars, houses, when would he have time to play with a 4-year-old? I'll wait. Anybody hear violins playing? When did he have time? Because if we are to believe that's him in these neighbors' video surveillance, Darren was a very busy person. So I want to know, when did he have time to play with twins? Help me, I'm drowning. Come on, Shawinski, let's stop these games. Let's stop these games. There's a dead baby that died on your watch. And many people think the second one was headed for the same heinous end. And by the grace of God, he is alive. So tell us, what the hell is going on? Now, night out, that's not nice. That's not nice. Thank you all for joining the Queen. 104th viewing. Amen. It was a lot of motion. What do you mean? What do you mean, night out? Hello, everybody. Thank you, mods. Amen. Yes. And I'm trying to figure out how anybody could go to bat for somebody who, one, is using drugs while raising children. Come on now. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Monica, I'm talking to you. I want to know what happened with Darryinn Brown. I want to know why this 18-year-old allegedly killed this kid. If we're to believe that he did this, I want to know why. You are the missing link, lady. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, baby. Shawinski, are you in there? Yeah, knock, knock. Yeah, okay, Wanda. Calm down. Come in, Headbuster. There's a reason this happened to this kid, and I want to know why. And I know sometimes it's probably best you don't ask why, but I'm curious. Because I want to know. I want to know what was going on with you and Darryinn Brown. And perhaps there was some sexual something going on. I don't know. I don't know you. I just know that what's been said about you is not nice. Thank you, Stasha. Hello, darling. Honey, don't worry about that. Queen ain't worried about nothing, honey. Look, I already flipped my lid earlier. I'm feeling good now. It's quiet in the city. It's amazing when you pop that lid, how quiet people become. That's Stasha. Shawinski, are you going to tell us what the hell was going on between you and Darryinn Brown? How many times do I have to keep asking you, lady? I know you watch my videos because you have a little birdie that sits on your shoulder that tells you every damn thing that goes on the LB2. So, hey, let's get down to business. Stop all this shenanigans. Thank you, Nadia. I want to know what was going on with you. You're a gang player. I know you're kind. I know you're kind. See, the hustle is never easy. The hustle is never easy. You pining now. You are out behind me in time, but you pining now, ain't you? foot traffic, different men, children coming and going out of her care. What are we saying? And were you getting high with all this traffic coming in and out? Is that the reason why there were different men, people coming and going? Because you all were using drugs in that house and you had children in that house and you had the nerve to have those small babies there. And then this business about Trevor gave you the kids. You can have them. Lady, get over yourself. Now, he's a dope fiend. Hell, maybe he did tell you that. See, we don't even know what to believe, Shaween Wing, because you make up stuff. You've lied to the Daily Mail. I don't even know who the hell you are. You're a chameleon. Kind of like Queen tonight. Shut up. Is it Beverly? Is it Angela? Monica? Or Susanna? And money. You don't need no money, honey. You don't need any money. Because you see, you were housing all these people in your house before Cash passed away. So therefore, you were maintaining at that said Florina Parkway building. Because we're not going to say house. Structure. That structure on Florina Parkway, you were maintaining some type of way. So why do you need money? See, let me tell you something about you, lady. When we first got wind that your mama had put up a GoFundMe page for the deceased child, we were already getting a glimpse into who you and your family are. And I don't like to group everybody the same because possibly there's some people related to you that aren't as grimy as you and your mammy and your pawpaw. But you see, you didn't have no business trying to get no damn money for that baby because he didn't belong to you. He didn't belong to your mama and your daddy, Mr. Motormouth, running out of breath to the lie book about sexual misconduct with the kid, but he wouldn't drop a name. You see, that was foolishness right there, which told me that you all are not on the up and up. You see, I listen. I gab sometimes on this box, but I listen a lot more. And you told the story when you set up that GoFundMe page and your pawpaw was running that mouth about that baby, very disrespectful to the dead. Because we would prefer to hear from the medical examiner what exactly happened to Cash Gurnan, not the lie book. And not somebody who had knowledge of a child being sexually assaulted. So that leaves that door open too. How long did you know? What did you do about it? Well, Omi, you might want to enter at your own risk. I wouldn't take a cat over there or a dog. No, I wouldn't. Thank you, Tay. Thank you all for the wonderful compliments. Thank you so much. Queen is new. Yes, she is. Sometimes you have to go through some things and reinvent yourself. To let the devil know he can't have it all. Because what he stole, he's got to give it back 7 times 4. Thank you, Omi. Oh, yeah. We got that Diana Ross look going on tonight, baby. Check out Molly's channel. Very interesting information. Very interesting information. Now, what I'm wondering is what Shaween Wing gonna say in response to those allegations of foot traffic, Trevor wanting her to have his kids, if you believe that, different people coming and going. Darryinn staying there with his brother for a lengthy stay, coming and going out of there. Children not being seen outside. So I'm wondering also, that does that refer to her children as well? So you have to ask yourself, what in the hell was going on in that house? Hell, were they eating? Because I saw that picture on the live book, and each child had a plate before him. And I said, well, they must have been really hungry, because I see only one chicken nugget left on the plate. So what are the odds of two twins eating and both having one chicken nugget left on their plate? One chicken nugget. Hello, Nancy. Hello, pretty girl. Hello, Stasha. Hello, V. Thank you all for joining me. I was trying to wrap my head around all that information I got this morning. You see, you're going to assume the worst because the worst was brought to us. And only some crackpot would be rallying for her. You rallying for her, you are the same caliber, cut from the same cloth. See, I believe in redemption because we're all flawed. That over there, that's between she and God, not man. If you would like to join this discussion, because I'm going to try to keep it brief. Queen trying to get some air this evening. I'm feeling some type of way. Queen feeling some type of way, baby. When I tell you, Crystal, night out, where is Jetliner at? I'm feeling really great this evening. And I'm feeling myself because I only have one life to live. And I refuse to let the devil steal my joy and be miserable like so many people are. Because see, that's what the devil wants. That's why he stole that 4-year-old, you see. Because somebody let him infiltrate. And I know as a 50-year-old, if you don't tighten your shit, he can infiltrate a 50-year-old's disposition, peripheral. And I ain't gonna let him. Because God has brought the queen a mighty long way. A mighty long way. And he's been good to me as of late. And I want to thank him. I want to thank him. And I sit in this box and I bring you content from the heart. Crunk sometimes. Maybe not the best disposition. You're entitled to your opinion. But I bring content from the heart. And many can't say that. I'm the realest on this box. I'm gonna say that tonight. I'm the realest on the box. See, the devil stole a 4-year-old. Now the devil's got to give it back. Have any of you ever heard that? What the devil stole, he's got to give it back. See, if you don't believe in God and the Bible, you don't know nothing about that. Old black folks terminology. What the devil stole, he's got to give it back. And he gonna give it back 7 times 4. He got to give it back. Because he stole a baby. Cash didn't ask to come here. His brother didn't ask to come here. Somebody sent me a picture today. I want to thank you. Of their other sisters, pretty little girls, little redhead baby dolls. My mind was thinking when I saw that picture. I said, Self, what kind of life do they have? Just curious. What kind of life do those baby dolls have? Are they happy? See, what I'm starting to think about is the baby mama. When I saw the picture of the little redhead baby dolls, I said to myself, they're not really older. So you chose to keep those two, but get rid of the baby boys. Why is that, Melinda? Why did you want to give up Cash and Carter? Were they rambunctious? I don't know, Shada. You see, I keep telling you all to stay woke. Don't believe everything these people telling you. If we're to believe Monica Lewinsky, you took those two kids to Trevor, who was barely living at the time, allegedly, just got out of prison. You dropped off two itty bitty spiders to a, felon who was barely living. And then he took them somewhere down the road, don't know the exact time, to Monica Lewinsky. And then Monica Lewinsky stayed in trouble, lost her kids, then took in other kids from the street. You all stay woke now. Stay woke. And then he pops up, baby, I love you. I got my two babies. You don't mind if I bring them, do you? I don't mind. Okay. And now, stay woke. And now, one of them is dead. I don't know, Crystal. Thank you, Edward. That's Queen. Baby, you better get you some cranberry juice and some apple cider and some whiskey too, Miss Nancy. Thank you, real deal. Love all of you too. Thank you so much. Hello, Air Force. How you doing? Stay woke. Mommy gave up two to a felon who then went and ran to Shawing house with the two. House of Horrors, Trap House, different men, God knows what else, sexual assault, child molestation. Nobody's going outside to play. Cal City. Oops, did I say that? She said that. Thank you, Edward. I smell Cal City. I smell Cal City. Shawing Wing, do you know somebody in Cal City? I'll wait. Bakersfield, I'll wait. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Amazing amazing how these stories mirror one another. Passing babies along like checkers. And then they make the final destination. And one or two goes missing or dead. Put it on paper. Gonna drop the link. Just a second, guys. Thank you all for joining me. God bless all of you. Thank you, Miss Molly, for the content. Amen. Sorry, I'm jumping. New device holding this phone, honey. I'm trying to do so much. Everything new. I pray this thing don't fall down while I'm sitting up here. That would surely be horrible. Thank you all so much. God bless all of you. I'm trying to get out of this place. Go get me some air. I need it. Queen's had a rough day. I do not like this typing, I tell you. Can't do nothing with these fingernails. Bear with me. Thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. We'll see what happens. We're just going to pray that the truth is revealed pertaining to these children. What went on in that house. Let's see. I hope I got it right. I think I let her out of here. It's not doing what I want. I should have had this already written down. Well, make sure I put that up right. Hold on. Yeah. Crystal, that's a H before that 4. After the slash, it's a H. Sorry, I left that out. I wrote it down, but then I looked and I thought, did I make a mistake? Sorry about that. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Crystal. Yes, V, you're right. She should have called CPS, but she didn't. So we also have to ask ourselves why. If you became frustrated with these children, Shawing Wing, you should have called the state. You didn't know how to reach the mother, her mother, whomever. You should have called CPS, yes, to come get the kids. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie, 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. Thank you all so much for joining me. Yes, K. Ron, yes, yes. Crystal, Night Owl, and Air Force, that's an H before the 4. I left it out. Sorry about that. Hello, KM. How are you doing? Excuse me. Yeah, she thought she had a game to run. Yeah, whatever. Please. Like, lady, whatever. Thank you all so much. Oh, Lord. Hello.
Hello.
Oops.
How's everybody doing this
Making
evening?
a mess.
Great. How are you?
What are you doing? Girl, look at me up there.
Taking a drink.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I was taking a drink.
Look, you grown. You in your house. I can't tell nobody grown what to do in their own house. Unlike the people who's so concerned with what's going on at the Queen's domain. Hello, Let's Talk News. How are you?
I'm good. I just want to tell you, your new look is great looking.
I
Thank you.
mean, she is on fire.
Right?
On
That
fire.
look, that's that comeback for the one that won't act right.
I mean to tell you. Woo! She is lit.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. Let me tell you something. The queen was out all day, honey. I was in them stores and I was just zoop, zoop, zoop. That car was like, Auntie,
That
stop.
girl, that car was on fire. Now that car was like, you better stop, Queen, or I'm gonna burn up. Boom, boom.
I'm gonna be in a tent. Okay.
That-
Okay. I'm gonna let Let's Talk go first. Go ahead.
go ahead.
What are we discussing right now as far as, because I got on here, but I don't know, what are we talking? I know what we're talking about. I know what we're
Let's
talking about.
talk.
So basically, I think her house.
Well, what we're
No,
talking about is what actually happened. Because if I'm to believe this man who's claiming that his child was attempted kidnapping, why did she turn on him? That's my question. When did she turn on Darren? When did things pop off and he became public enemy number one?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I think she turned on him when something happened to. It's possible if something was going on as far as like if he overdosed, if Cash overdosed, or something happened to him to where he, to where they needed a fall person for the situation.
So you saying to, because some people have said this, you think that the child got into some drugs or he was given drugs?
Yes, I do. He was too stiff to be normal. Like,
Which one?
I had kids. I have kids, so I've never been able to pick up my kids where they weren't heavy, like literally the way they picked them up, and he was just like stiff. My kids
So
would
to
jump
you,
up out of
okay,
their
I'm gonna ask
seats.
Nancy. Hold on a second. Nancy, do you think that picture, the video where we see the child being escorted out of the bed, do you think he was stiff or he was asleep? Or wait?
I don't necessarily think he was stiff, but I think that he may have been a little bit drugged. Yes.
Groggy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, about that FaceTime, let me say that. I thought she said she couldn't reach her. Remember, she said she wouldn't? Am I quoting that wrong?
Say that
Couldn't
one more
reach
time.
her.
She couldn't FaceTime her. I thought at one point she said in the beginning that the mother wouldn't FaceTime. I thought that's what she said.
Yeah, she couldn't FaceTime her.
Okay,
That
that's
she
what I
tried
said.
to.
Okay, so now D is
Yeah.
saying she did. I think she said she didn't.
I thought
So
she
she's
said that
basically
they.
saying we couldn't reach her.
Yeah, they tried to FaceTime her and she couldn't FaceTime her.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's talk news.
Yeah, so basically, like I said, if that's what was going on, if he was drugged and everything, so they had to have somebody that was the fall person for what happened.
Okay.
And they shouldn't have drugs laying around anyway. You know, like meth people don't really think straight. Like they're doped up. They're not thinking straight. They just leave things hanging around, and the kid could have easily gotten into it, or they just did.
Well,
like,
how about that she just didn't want to be bothered anymore after we listened at this person give this commentary on Molly's channel? Maybe she got tired of taking care of you. You know, think about it. If you get tired of two big ones, you could possibly get too tired of two little ones.
Yeah.
Because it
Well,
costs to feed people, whether
right.
they belong to you or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
It does definitely, especially
But you
little
don't think she got tired of the kids?
I don't know if that she got tired of the kids, but definitely something happened to him, and they had to get somebody to take the fall for it. And the easiest one was somebody who is mentally unable to think straight. Then that way, he's not going to go to prison per se, like they think that's what's going on, but they think he's going to go to like a, like the eighth floor, basically, somebody who's not mentally able to take care of themselves. So basically,
okay, I want to read you something that somebody said in the chat.
Okay.
maybe on purpose, staged a kidnapping for Trevor to pay up or come back. And someone did not play by the rules and the baby was killed. Woo, my purpose. That's deep.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've also heard that too.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Multiple
got a
times.
speculation.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes,
You know,
Oklahoma.
yes, Oklahoma. Let's play dirty. Let's think something.
Oh Lord.
You know,
Do I
what
need
if
a fifth? Look, do I need a fifth of whiskey for this one, ma'am?
maybe you might need to take a shot? You
Okay.
know, okay, let's what if they had parties in the
Mm-hmm.
good house? You know how they got them glass doors? What if
Ooh.
they got cameras out there? What if they shut them doors and they lock them doors and they put them kids out there where they can keep an eye on them kids? And they got tired of them kids being out there banging on them doors. Hey, let us in. We hungry. We thirsty. And they got tired of that mess.
Mhm. Interrupting the game.
Interrupting the game. Didn't want
Right.
to mess with it no
Okay.
more.
It's
Okay.
possible.
But one was alive, remember, because Carter is alive.
Yeah.
That's right. But that wasn't the plan. You know, it was the plan to take care of both, maybe, or whatever.
But see, that's where that's going to get tricky because that crossed my mind. But the one thing about that is this: killing two is too conspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to come for you, whether Darren was involved or not. They'd have
Mm-hmm.
True.
came for Monica. If
True.
two had ended up in the street, they'd have came for her off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Off the
the
rip.
maybe
So
the
you had
deal
to get
wasn't
one down.
maybe the deal wasn't to kill. Maybe the deal was just to get them out.
I mean, what you saying? So if he alive, then do what? And just drop him off?
Maybe just to, I mean, no disrespect against them children, but maybe
Mhm.
just to get them out of the house. A lot of people do nefarious things.
Okay, so what you trying to say? They were up
Well, if they
geeking.
wanted,
And, hey, go in there and get the kid out.
Take them both out. Just take them both out of the house
But
and
he didn't. But he
do away
did.
with them.
But
I
he did.
know. I know he didn't. I know he
okay,
didn't.
but then that doesn't make any sense because all she had to do is give them uh to CPS or whatever they call it,
She should
DFS
have
or
done
whatever.
that to the begin. I know, but she should have done that to
Exactly.
begin with. I
So
know.
if they're that much of a bother, don't you think she would have sent them there, not kill them?
Well, true. I think she had nefarious things to do with them kids to begin with.
Such as what, Nancy?
Maybe she was making money off them children.
Doing what, Nancy?
You really want me to say it out loud?
Hey, we passed
No heart,
dancing
no
around.
heart. Okay, no, Katie barred the door. Maybe she was making money off of
Kitty porn.
cash. Yeah, maybe she was making money off of cash. And
You mean SA?
and Carter was the easiest one not to do anything with.
Or
And
something went terribly wrong during one of the liaisons with the children.
mm-hmm,
Lord. See, this is where I hate the mind going in this spectrum. Because the child
mm-hmm,
being bludgeoned was one thing. Then you got
mm-hmm.
Pawpaw talking about child molestation.
Exactly. He's the one that put the thing out there to begin with.
But that's my point. This is why it's so jacked up.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. That's what's going to be so bad when that stuff comes back from the
Then she called cash
what's its
money.
thing.
What?
And that's what's going to be so bad when that comes back from the medical examiner. If there is something on there.
Yeah, and then after what the grandfather said, Kurt said about him being molested,
Was
that's a big possibility. It was like
this?
not a human trafficking per
I
se,
don't
but
know.
using them for things that they shouldn't be using kids for.
And to get money for their
Right.
drugs. Mm-hmm.
Somebody said I heard today maybe Cash walked out of the woods and collapsed in front of the house in the street.
What the hell? What about a drug dealer?
Oh, Night Owl says dope heads will sell kids to clear debts.
That's what I was getting ready to
But I'm
say.
just saying, I don't even want to think a dope dealer wants a kid for any purposes.
That would be really
I
something
think most of them
else.
say, hell to the no, I want my money.
I'll
What am
take
I doing with a
you.
kid?
I
Even if I
take a
walk like that,
female.
do something nasty, I still got to dispose of them.
I take a
Or what?
female.
I'm going to use them and then give them back to her.
Yeah, they got a lot of pedophiles who like boys though, even guys. So yeah, it's kind of iffy on that one.
You know, if Carter was molested, there would be more arrests. So I disregard those kids being say. Well, I don't understand what you're saying, Karen. What is this
Well,
SAE?
nobody knows anything until the medical
Right,
examiner comes out.
right.
Nobody knows
We're
anything.
just we're just saying what Kurt said, which was the grandfather. He's the one who said that
Well,
about her.
Air Force, I'm not saying what a drug dealer won't do. What I'm saying is, it depending on the arrangement. Am I getting the kid on loan or am I taking the kid? If I take the kid, then that means I got to dispose of the kid. I can't take them back if I bought them. So then that
Right.
Yeah.
means I got to dispose of them. That's work.
Or you hand them off.
Yeah, okay. So what? He bought the kid and then he did what he had to do with the kid. Then now he got to go find somebody else to go hand the kid over to.
Yeah. See, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's my point. Too much.
Yeah, that is a lot of
That's
work.
just too much for me. And I ain't saying they ain't got rings like that, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got Cedar M joining us.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello, Cedar. How are you, baby?
I'm good. How's everyone doing?
I'm great.
Good.
How you doing, Sita?
Good, good, good.
Good.
I was thinking, um, in the said commentary with the interview with the neighbor that lived next door, indicating that he would make meals for the children and feed the children.
Mm-hmm.
What if the children were in that room for a long period of time and Cash could have been dehydrated, lack
Mm-hmm.
of nutrition, food
Mm-hmm,
that could have made his body so limp
mm-hmm.
versus Carter? That crossed my mind. And also, I keep going back through that walkthrough that Cameron did. When
Mm-hmm.
Cameron got to those glass doors, entering the
Hold on one second.
kitchen,
K-Ran, I don't know anything about no medical examination, and we've already spoken on my channel that there's a possibility that all the kids could have been molested because we don't know these people. We don't know anything about these people.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Cedar.
that when Cameron got through the glass sliding door, if you pay attention, Cameron took his hands and placed
Yep.
them in a cradle position
He sure
as if
did,
he
like he
was
was
a
carrying a
child.
baby.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And whomever, if it was DB that took the child from the crib, he held the child out. So, okay, if
Yeah,
I'm
which
going
I
to
thought was odd. That's not a way to pick up a kid.
Mm-hmm.
correct. And when we go back to whomever was at the crib that took the blanket off Cash, okay,
Mm-hmm.
some people are speculating there was some type
DB
of substance on the
on the blanket.
blanket. Where did that blanket go?
What do you mean?
It was
In the
still there on
daytime
the
vision,
crib.
if you look at that bed, even the pillows were changed. The only thing you seen and this is what I seen. Someone could have seen something different. The blanket was of a dark color when Carter got out of the bed. And another thing I noticed is that Carter got out of the bed and he climbed out of the bed on the side that Cash was in the bed. It would have
Mm-hmm.
been easier for Carter to get
Mom.
out of the bed on his side where it was lower and he didn't have to come over the guard
Oh
in the
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
bed. Don't know if it means anything, but I just thought that was kind of odd. I'm only speculating. And you looking at me like, what the hell is this girl talking about? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Tina has something she wants to say. How the heck a channel here on YouTube gonna act like they care? Then after bad mouthing someone, gonna turn around and try to get others to join them. Oh, Cameron, you can do better. Not gonna buy it. Well, Tina, who are you speaking about or to?
Hmm. Oh, is she answering you? And for the record, this is just a vape, people. This is nothing more.
Wait a minute. Tina, who are you speaking about? Oh, so what are you saying? She has something to say about what? The Queen? Enlighten us. Tina, hit the link. I don't want to keep reading the text.
Please do.
I see that. Hit the link. Tina, just hit the link. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Easy
Come on now,
process.
don't do that. So I'm not trying to put nothing together by no text messages.
I'm loving those sunglasses. Are they real glasses or are they just glasses?
They glasses. They
Prescription?
mm-mm.
Oh, girl, they are hot now. Let me tell you. You are on fire.
Thank you. Tina, are you gonna hit the link? Yes, you do. The link is right up under your comment. 2 times. Don't mention those initials to me. I will go off. Well, what? Okay, what's the problem now? See, this is what I'm talking about. I see the letters. I want to hear what the meaning is. I'm not trying to play duck, duck, goose in my chat. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you, Omi. Thank you, Princess. Don't put stuff in the chat and then act like you don't want to say because you're opening Pandora's box anyway. So just say it and be done. I got a problem. It's personal and I am seeing stuff with her partner. Oh,
Oh, my dogs are going crazy.
if you all see, this is why I told you about carrying a bone. That's why this YT BS does not end. Because people think they know you personally. And they make assumptions about you. And then they go carry a bone to Pookie's channel, Shamikwa's channel, Susie Mae's channel. And that's how all the rhetoric starts. Because you think you know somebody, but you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And then the commenters start commenting. Well, the commenters carry a bone from channel to channel. It's all the same. It doesn't end. What are you talking about? You done, Stasha? About what? I don't even know what you're talking about. Molly was going off about SP and how she do things and then turned around and used her content though. Oh. Okay, well, guess what? That's not going to be the subject of conversation in this live.
Oh, I'm sorry, Angela, if I said something about something wrong. I'll just go
No.
back to the chat.
See, you didn't get to say anything. What did you get to say? I was too busy asking them what they're talking about. They're all talking in code down here in the chat. I don't know what they were talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to
I
upset.
thought you were imitating Medea. I ain't said nothing about Medea. Go ahead and finish, Cedar.
Oh,
We'll waste 10 minutes trying to ask somebody what they're talking about. Still won't hit the link and tell you nothing. It's probably good you did. because that'll be a bone carried out of my chat. Now somebody gonna leave out of here and go mention all this. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's fine.
Y'all, y'all know I asked y'all not to mention stuff about other people's channel in my chat. I've told you that. But as my mod said, stop going live.
Wow. Well, I just didn't want to upset
don't
you.
appreciate the content. This is how mess gets started.
But I made the points that I wanted to make, and the very last one was, again, the last two things that I said was that how Cameron, he put his arms out when he got through to the sliding door entering the kitchen.
Okay.
He put his hands in a cradle position, and KB.
See, when y'all say stuff like this, we have to go back.
I'm sorry.
And go back. You know what I'm saying? We have to go back and try to look at the video again. And it's just like, you know what? I'll be truthful with you. I just hate looking at that video.
Mm-hmm. Right. It does.
I
can't stand it. But I
go
listened
ahead.
to the analyzation last evening.
Okay.
But
what talking about John Q?
From the very first time that I seen it, I noticed just those, notice that certain thing. So I'm still drawing my conclusion from that. So no, I don't like rewatching it. I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
So, but anyway, those were the. But again, I do recall. It appeared. This is my opinion. It appeared that when the crib was shown during the daytime hours. I only seen that a dark blanket. I didn't see the blanket that he took off of Cash, unless it got tangled up.
What color? What color was the blanket that you saw him take off? In your opinion?
In my opinion, it appeared to be a light colored blanket, but it had some type of imprint on it. Where they're saying
so you
that
said for the morning video, the covers appeared dark. Is that what you're saying?
In the daytime vision, it appeared to be dark. Correct.
Crystal, I need Crystal or Air Force to go back and look at that video, please.
And the pillows were even changed.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
It appeared to me. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Crystal said the blanket that has designs on it.
Yeah. Why did Cash get out? Why did Carter get out of the bed on that end of the bed when it would have been so much easier for him to get out as on the side that he entered the bed? That didn't make sense to me.
So you think? See, I have to watch it again. So you saying the baby got up at the head of the bed? Hell, which is the head of the bed?
Yeah, really. Which end of the bed?
What's the head of the bed?
What, Angie? Am I saying what?
Oh, Lord. Go ahead, baby. Keep talking. You good?
No, I'm trying to answer your question. What did you ask? What are you asking me?
I said, which is the head of the bed? I'm about cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, no.
Crystal Moore.
Hello, everybody.
I sure hope your memory's good.
Hello, Crystal.
Right now. Shut
Mayweather.
Yeah, Mike, come on, Mike.
So the blanket that she's talking about is, remember when I told you in the beginning, I said, if there's a cut, there's a cut. Keep looking at that blanket.
Yeah.
The blanket that's in the morning, there's no designs on it. The blanket in that black and white, it has designs on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is why you're saying the audio, the video, both, let's say, is rigged. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay. Is that what you're trying to say, Cena?
Yes, and then the day vision, the blanket just appeared to be a dark colored blanket that was
right. It's a solid colored blanket. It doesn't have print on it.
Okay, real deal. Right. They don't just demolish a house. Now don't start talking crazy.
Yeah.
Talking about why wasn't the house demolished? I don't know. Call Dallas Police Department, see if you get an answer.
Thank you, Crystal, because
it
did look like a light colored blanket with some kind of design on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I agree.
Ooh,
Another thing is,
that video.
I'm
another
not
Oh.
afraid
thing
of you,
is
Andy. I
that
just
door.
don't want you to
No,
get
I'm just
upset
saying,
with me.
just the
That's all.
video. It just having to go back and forth with
Oh, no,
this
no. You
video.
don't have to go back. That's just my opinion.
No, because see, once
It's
you
a
open that
perception.
gate, people gonna be thinking, okay, well, let me go back and watch the video again.
Yeah.
See what I
It's
missed.
perception. You caught something
Perception.
that
Mhm.
nobody
Okay,
had
now here go
paid attention
K-Ran.
to.
Why was there a rocking horse in the lower right corner at night and rocking horse missing in the day? You know what Satan did.
Wow.
Well, why don't we ask Miss Shawing Wing about the rocking horse?
She
Ask
probably
Miss
sold
Swing
it.
Wing why she cut all the videos.
Crystal,
What?
was the rocking horse missing in the morning?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you know
Yes.
what?
Another thing is like when Cameron was showing during the tour of what happened, uh, he could barely fit in that doorway. So how could
Now go with
somebody
them short.
literally have a baby
Yes.
and walk out that way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Stasha.
There's no way. One person couldn't even make it through that. And he's as skinny as he's skinny.
Yeah,
You could
yeah,
tell he's
yeah.
skinny.
That's why I said that was crazy to me when you trying to tell me how somebody entered the house. I was
Right.
sitting there thinking to myself, in the dark, we're talking about 5 a.m.
Yeah. That's why I
Even
think
if I've been
somebody.
to your house, look, even if
Go
I've
ahead.
been to your house, still it's dark.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put
Especially with sunglasses on. Come on.
With the
Close
children
to
too
the sun.
coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And that doorway is only like 24 inches, 36 inches wide.
Look,
Yeah.
not even that because it wouldn't even open all the way.
Right.
Exactly.
Lord, there was a rocking horse too. I'm done. Honey, I've been done. A Billy Goat.
My hips are wider than that. Come on.
Yeah, so I think somebody was waiting for them, for them to pass to them. That's the only way they could have got that child through that door. Somebody was there to be passed,
So that's why we said it was odd the way he picked up the child as if he handed him.
Mhm.
But that leads us to think this then. Let's think about this because we said this 1,000 times. But the one thing nobody has said,
Mm-hmm.
think about it. You said he picked up the child. Some of you think he was dead. Some of you think he was alive. It was awkward the way he picked him up, like he sold himself. Why would I be picking him up in the first place? They won't.
No, I don't think he picked them up because he sold himself, because
No, you're missing it.
Go
He
ahead.
picked him up as if he was picking him up to hand
Passing.
him to somebody.
Right.
Well, my point, but still, you're missing it. Why am I in there picking him up?
Correct. Correct.
See,
Why-
that's something you all ain't never asked. You just keep talking about diapers and blankets and this and that. Think, why are you sending me in there? Let's say for somebody else, wouldn't I question why I'm in there?
Not if
And
you're
the other
Darryinn.
thing is,
Huh?
So
Not
I'm
if
on
you're
my
Darryinn, you'd have
camera.
to question it because you're mentally not able to think straight. If that's the case.
That's why I
with him.
say if we're to believe it. That's why I'm saying if.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sita.
and in your early conversation, Angie, you mentioned that it was they kept the house was open. People
The
in and out of
peephole.
the door.
What is you talking about? I can't do this.
Huh?
People where?
No, they're talking about
through the curtains.
Yeah, they're
People
through the curtains.
in and out of Monica's house all the time.
I'm dead, y'all.
Talking to me?
See, we ain't talking to nobody, honey.
She's talking about it in the chat.
Oh, okay. When
The
they
people,
were
wait a
speaking
minute. The glass door had a peephole. I'm dead saying.
A glass door had a peephole.
Lord,
Glass
no, I
door
didn't
has
say
a lot of
that.
peephole.
What are you talking about, a peephole, child?
Oh Lord.
Okay, not out. Why take the child if he was deceased? Not out. You need not ask no questions pertaining to this story. It's like a talk to yourself, honey. It just goes on and on. Let's let Sita finish her comment. So we keep interrupting her. Go on, finish your
I'm
comment,
so
baby.
sorry, Sita.
If it was a flop house or a house that people in and out of, and you could just walk in and out, what would be the point of kicking the door in?
Exactly.
If the house
because that's your version. That's your version. Because you know the people looking and wonder what the hell's wrong with that door. Because the neighbor just told that on Molly's channel. They ain't had no lock. So that version you saw, makes me believe the neighbor. Ting.
Mhm.
You got to come up with a story.
There you go.
And then,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you ain't thought about the obvious. I told you stay woke. How the neighbor know your doors and stuff don't latch? I'll wait.
Because he's been in
Because he
there.
goes in there, in and out.
How's he take them food in there to them babies?
Because he goes in and out.
This is what I keep trying to tell you, honey.
And
Stay
he
woke.
said they never come
How
outside.
in the hell would I know what the hell is going on with your latches and garage?
Mhm.
And only a fool, if Miss Wing Wing is that stupid to tell a stranger, oh, my garage don't latch. My front door don't latch. Oh, the door from the garage don't latch. What fool gonna tell a stranger that?
Exactly.
Unless she knows him personally.
Yeah,
Correct.
'cause
BB
she
says,
looks
why
like
is the
she.
neighbor telling so much?
I felt
Yeah.
like
Okay,
she
I
was
want this
holding a
person to
lot
answer
back.
me about the peephole. What peephole are you talking about? Somebody scroll up the chat, tell me who said that. So I can't scroll back. Scroll up and tell me who was that said something about the peephole. Damn. This is
People,
worse than
where?
what the damn game Clue. And I love that game when I was younger. Mama, because mama, I had the best of everything as a child. And I'm telling you, I had every
Clue?
game, Connect Four, Hungry Hippo, Monopoly. I had it all.
Mhm.
And
Do
Clue
you
was
remember?
one of them.
You remember the one where you had to guess the one where it had the person's face? It would
Yes.
flip up and
Yes.
it had the person's face, and you had to just figure out the person's face and then
Mhm.
which one it was. I
Well, you
forgot the
Yep.
name of
Yes.
that game.
talking about Clue?
No, it
Clue.
wasn't Clue. It
No,
was
guess. It was called guess.
Guess.
Yeah.
Yes. It was called Guess.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's the
Yeah.
game that's got the those little things that were yellow, blue, and red.
Yes,
Okay,
Mhm.
and it
I
would
didn't have
pop
I
up.
didn't have that game.
Yeah, it would pop up, and you'd have
Well,
to guess.
let me ask you this: what was the purpose of that game? Because I didn't never have it.
You
You
had
gotta
to
guess. Go ahead.
go. No, go ahead, Didi or
No, no,
CD.
that was
Sorry.
me.
Oh, ooh,
You
who
have to
was that?
guess. That was me. Let's talk
Oh,
news.
is that Let's Talk News?
Yes.
Okay, go
Sorry.
ahead.
The way it goes is you have to the person. It's almost like you know how they have Battleship where you have to
Yeah,
figure where the
yeah.
ships are.
Hmm.
Well, with
Okay.
that one is you got to figure that person has to figure out which person you have in your deck, and the other one
Oh,
has to figure out who you have in their
wow.
what they have in
Okay.
their
Yeah,
deck.
I never
Hmm.
had that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Look, I'm in Candyland. Queen ain't had no Candyland.
Oh, that was pretty
We
good.
took-
I
Candyland
had
was
that.
we
good.
had we had a
Truth and
daddy for that.
matter.
He go
Oh,
get the queen all the
here we
candy she
go.
wanted.
Cheers, cheers, Queen. Cheers.
Yeah,
Truth
cheers to
and
you,
matter.
amen. I-
Truth and matter.
yeah, shoots and
Oh
ladder.
Hmm.
I don't think I
Yeah,
had that one. I didn't have
shoots and
that one.
ladder. I played Battleship with
Oh
my
heck,
brother all the
remember
time.
Simon? When you hit the thing and it would go in an order and you had to do it like Simon says. You remember that? It lit
Hmm.
Yeah.
up. I had
Yes.
that too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever have tic tac toe
Yes.
or Foursquare? Like,
Yes.
yeah.
Operation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we
Cedar,
had Operation. I used to get
Operation.
so
I
mad
love
at
that.
that thing.
I used to
Cedar,
get
have
every
you said
time it would
everything you wanted
zap.
to say, baby? Cedar muted herself. Cedar.
What, here I am. I'm sorry. The
Cedar.
last thing that I wanted to say, the last thing I wanted to say was that remember how the camera kind of clicked like they were calling it
Hmm.
edits in the video in the monitor?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone
I'm gonna have to go back
recall
and watch everything because this
one
is
of
y'all bringing up all kind of stuff now.
I just want to make this point, please. Can I make this point? And I'll be
Yeah.
done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back to
No,
the
you're
point.
fine.
Does anyone recall when the camera edited and there was a red flash? It appeared to
Yes.
be that
Hmm.
it was the flash was red.
And
What was that
Hmm.
when was that, Cedar?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I know. I'm asking you, at what point was that?
I can't recall what point in the video, but I do remember that there was a red flash when the camera, when the settings changed.
I think there was two of them.
The edit changed.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It was when he took them.
Yeah.
Where
It
is
was like a
Crystal?
little
She
bit
come
after
on.
he took her.
I just
Right
remember
after he
that
took
part.
her. Yeah.
I
I
don't know
don't
where
know
y'all
if it,
got the post stuff.
it may have taken a picture. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I was told
Oh,
too, that it could
okay.
have taken a picture.
Gotcha.
K Rand
That's all I
says
want to
red
say.
flash is edits.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Well,
still in the okay.
somebody bring me a receipt to that, a Google or something.
I need to go read the description
Thank
on Walmart's.
And Real Deal
Um,
says red blinking light from window. Lord have mercy. Satan was in there. Pookie was in there.
Orbs.
Hand the child off to somebody. Yeah, somebody thinks he did all this. I don't know where we're going.
Yeah, I heard they had orbs, and I was like, where? I was looking at the video.
Oh,
I
what?
saw
Yeah, they said
insects.
there's
I
orbs.
Did
saw
you say, wait a minute.
insects.
Did you say an organ?
No,
Orb.
A orb.
Oh,
ORB.
orb. I thought
Orb.
you said organ. I don't know why you say why you say organ. Okay, okay. Y'all
Yeah.
kill me.
It's like spirits.
That's not good.
It's orbs.
I saw an insect fly
I
when
saw her too.
You and them flies. You know what them flies? That's hey. That's
that
the
was
same thing
bad.
about them bugs. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, that was bad. When that was slowed down, that was bad. When I was in that class or that other that other channel. I
Nancy,
ain't calling out no names, but
Sasha, what is the problem?
Nancy,
You
there
too
wasn't nothing but
fired up.
gnats in there.
Oh Lord.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
I don't want you
bad.
mentioning nothing in here
Yeah,
that's
Miss
gonna
Dee
get
Dee, that
myself
was
started.
bad. And it was super bad when he took the blanket off and another one flew by. I was like, oh Lord.
Look
There
at
was
only
nothing,
That
for that
was even
bird.
worse.
there wasn't nothing but gnats in that room.
That was even worse.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You saw a net go across the screen.
A
I
couple.
saw another bug fly when he took
Look,
the blanket
look,
off.
look,
That was
Yeah.
even
look.
worse.
He had a bed bug on his back.
Oh Lord. We ain't going there. Bed bugs can't fly, Miss Queen, but that was even worse.
Wait a minute.
I
Come
know.
on, Pookie. Wait a minute. Come on, Pookie. I'll carry.
They have
Pookie.
they do have flying roaches though.
They do. They
Yes,
do.
they
Okay, Crystal says watching that video on at least 50-inch, you can see things you can't see on your phone or laptop. I believe that.
I know, because I've watched it on mine.
You saw
And
a damn
it's,
flying roach. That's what the hell you
it's
see.
bad. It's bad. It's sad. It's so
That
sad.
roach had on some well, I was gonna say some old some alligator shoes on. Yeah, no, girl, leave me alone.
You know, it just irritates the heck out of me though when I see that little FBI thing when they don't
Yeah,
have booties on.
I haven't seen what y'all been talking about. I have not
The
seen it.
FBI one, oh, that just irritates the heck out of me when they don't have.
Where can I find it? YouTube, I mean.
Oh, on Mikey's when
Okay.
they don't have when
I
they
got
don't
some
have.
stuff brewing in my mind, but I don't know. I don't want to get off topic, and I'm going up and down and sideways about this case. But Stasha, what you got to understand is you can't repeat certain things in the chat because people carry it back out.
Yep,
And
they
it
do.
stirs up trouble.
You
That's
got
just
to
the way
use
it goes.
code
Because
words.
people watch the channel and they are looking for you to drop something so they can carry it out of here and stir up some mess. I'm just telling you. And I
Yep,
don't want to be involved in nothing. When he said,
yep.
she said, because I don't care about none of this stuff that's going on with these folks. That's what people don't understand. I don't indulge in what these people be talking about on their channels.
So,
Okay? I keep my opinions to myself. That's something I don't do. I don't go in people's chat and critique what they said, argue about what they said. I don't care.
Yeah.
But they
yeah.
love over here.
Oh, they come over here to start drama like you wouldn't believe. There's some hot trolls over here.
That heifer had blonde hair. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, she was crunk. She had some drinking going on, or she was
They don't know
laughing.
nothing. They don't know if that's iced coffee. They don't know
That's
nothing.
right. It's
Ain't going on.
cranberry juice.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to
Which
water my kidneys with water.
that's right. It's cranberry juice. You know what cranberry
Okay.
juice good
Well, this
for?
is what I'm getting ready to do. We going around the room, and I'm just gonna stay neutral and not say nothing. Cedar, what happened in that room? Hello?
I'm
Sita.
here.
What happened in the room?
Can you expound on that question a little bit more?
What happened in the room? In that room?
This is me, Dee Dee. I think they just summons Darryinn to go and pick that baby up to get him on that camera. And
Okay,
he
dead
handed
or
him
alive?
off.
Dead or alive?
No, I think he was alive. I'll tell you
Okay.
the reason why I say it is because I've picked up my nephew. He's 6 years old, and he has stiffened up too. And he's very much alive, okay, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
So
And what about when he got
See,
hit by
I can't
his
say.
daughter?
I can't say he's alive, dead, drugged up. I just can't. I can't go on record and say neither not.
Right, but what about when
I just
Carter
can't.
kicked him when he was getting up and stuff and moving and all that? He didn't move an inch.
Say that again, honey.
I said, when Carter was moving around and kicking
Yeah.
and Carter, sorry, Cash never moved at all. Like he was just not moving at all, like a
Well, could he just been asleep, baby?
Yep.
But if somebody kicks you, you're not gonna move.
See, this is what I told y'all. Every child is not the same. I have seen numerous children picked up and didn't move, didn't open their eyes, because every child's not the same. Every child's sleep pattern's not the same. It's just like you. You might be a light sleeper, but somebody else can go
Thank
through
you.
somebody walking in a room, banging, turn the stereo on.
That's me and my husband. And he said, I don't move an inch.
So that's
So-
why I never can say verbatim about who's stiff, who ain't, eyes open, eyes closed. I can't make that conclusion from just a quick video of somebody picking up a kid and walking out. It's just too quick
But see,
for me to say.
What I'm focusing on,
Could be.
the medical
Yep.
examiner said it died. He died by
the stabbing.
the stabbing.
Okay.
So that baby was alive.
Okay. Very good call. See, that's why I say when you miss stuff that's right in front of you.
Okay.
He would have told us, right? He was already dead before he got to the street. Shut your mouth. Amen. Thank you, Dee. Oh.
So if you're,
because that's the point. We miss stuff that's obvious.
But
That examiner would have told you if the baby was frozen in a pond, in a lake, drowned in a tub. See where I'm going?
But remember last week I was saying, how come they haven't said the time of death? That's what I want to know. Because they can determine that.
Right.
Yes, they can.
So I have a question. What about if maybe somebody went to hit him, or maybe they were hitting him and he hit his head on something and he became a vegetative? He was in a vegetative state. So that's
he was still alive,
but not aware.
Okay, somebody's mic is making noise up here on this thing.
Okay.
It's something crackling.
Oh.
Homie, your niece sleeps with her eyes open. Oh, I remember the young girl I spent tonight at this girl's house, and we had stayed up late watching TV, and I just happened to turn over and look at her. Her eyes was open, and she wasn't moving. That is the scariest thing ever. Looking at a person asleep with her eyes open. Ooh, God. And she
that would be like watching.
Look, she had these big flashlight eyes, and you can imagine the big old eyes looking back at you, and they ain't moving. Ooh,
that is kind of
creepy. Like watching a real life horror movie.
That's creepy.
So, what do you think about that? The vegetative state. You're still alive, but you're not able to do anything, like move or anything.
I think he was alive when he went out that room.
I do too. And excuse me, hold on just a second, Queen. K-Ran, the medical examiner said he died by the stabbing. Okay.
Well, we can go read it. It's no big deal. I don't want y'all arguing in here.
No. I was just
say that.
But you always have to, like you say, you have to read behind what's been said.
Okay.
And they will specify something that needs specifying. If the child was dead already, he would say that.
Okay.
And
that's the first thing they're gonna do. They'll say this baby was already dead when he was found in the street.
And it would have said he was sexually assaulted too.
Which is what the grandfather said. Like he knew something.
I think he said that just to throw people off.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's a terrible thing to say about a
He's
dead
a
kid.
sick, vile man.
That just pissed me off.
Mhm.
Because I was like, you had no right to say that about that baby. I do
He
not think those
desecrated
videos have
that.
anything to do with anything, but that is just me.
He
What do you mean you don't think
desecrated
the
that
videos
poor
have anything to
boy.
do with anything? They're basing the case on the video. What you saying, Omri? That boy is facing capital murder because of those videos. What you mean?
Yeah, that grandfather is psychotic because he even has a video on his Facebook of his granddaughter fighting a girl and beating her down, saying that that's good. You know, basically that's why
Well,
he shot her.
they're saying a sharp object is what's the tool used. So that I can only go with that.
Yeah,
That's what killed him.
an edged object.
Right. So there's no other way for me to decipher that.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
So
if you're
did you guys
asking
see
me the
that video
same,
on his Facebook? Did you guys see that video on his Facebook with his granddaughter? He was basically boosting her about fighting somebody, saying, "Don't start a fight, but if they start, then finish it."
Well, see,
Y'all ain't
That's
on
the
Facebook.
grandfather.
Sorry.
the very
On his
reason,
Facebook, and you
hey,
guys can see it.
the very reason we're talking about a dead baby.
Yeah.
People
well,
foul, you don't know them.
if you're asking me the same question, Queen, I'm really in agreement with Dee Dee. I think they got that boy in there to be on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If that truly is
And
him,
somebody's camera is really checking it up here. I don't know. Okay.
homina. It's
Okay.
not me.
Let me see.
I,
Who's
I
the last
I'm
to come
sorry,
up? Dee
CD,
Dee was
but
the
I
last to
think
come
it
up.
might be yours.
Maybe it's Dee Dee because she was the last one to come up.
I was on mute.
I
Yeah,
think
but
it might
see,
be
I think it
CD.
depends on who came up on the stream because
Can
there
I-
wasn't no noise before you came.
But I really
Okay.
think
Can I-
I'm more in agreement with
Okay.
We
Nancy,
see it, honey.
I'm gonna drop down, you guys.
Air Force says C to M. I don't know. I ain't gonna say who it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I'm
drop
more
down, but y'all know me. If I got
I guess
something to
I'm
say,
just
I'm gonna
about
come back
myself
up.
then.
much love, Dee Dee.
I'll
Thank
drop.
y'all.
I'll drop.
I'm
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Go
thank
ahead,
you,
I'm sorry.
Steve. See, did you say everything you wanted to say before you check out?
The last thing I want to say, if we were to believe that was DB in the room, in the night vision,
Okay.
taking a baby Chase, the long hesitation
Yeah, that
in
bothered me.
regards
yeah,
That
to
did bother me too.
that would follow along with him being set up and being indecisive
yes,
of what exactly he
Was supposed to
didn't
do
want to do,
or
yeah,
want to do.
what
yeah.
he was being
Questioning,
coached to do.
Okay,
So
I got
if
you.
we
yeah,
were to believe
I got
that
you.
it was DB, that's all I
yeah.
have to
Question,
say. Thank you for
Okay.
yeah,
having me up, you guys.
Thank you,
I
honey. Thank you,
apologize
CD.
for my
yeah.
Anytime, baby. Thank you so much.
Much love,
inconvenience to
CD.
anybody.
Okay,
All
that
right.
was CCM. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's talk news. What do you want to top out with?
Okay. Basically, I think he was passed on because of the way he was holding the child.
So you think he was either vegetated or dead?
Yeah, I think he might have been
Some of
dead.
us think he was alive. Okay.
And then he was passed on. That's why
Yeah, I didn't
already.
like the way he held him. That you
Yeah.
know, that reminds me of like when you know how men, because
Mhm.
men don't like kids when they use bathrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Make
Right.
a bathroom. It's just like, here you take them out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Here,
That's how it
change
was.
his
Here you
diaper.
take them.
Change his
He's got a
diaper.
stinky diaper.
Yes.
yep.
That's how a man would pass off a child. A
Yeah.
guy who's not really into, being holding a child,
Yeah.
that's used the restroom on himself, maybe possibly a dirty diaper.
Right.
Okay. Crystal Moore has joined us.
Hello, Crystal.
So, hi again. So just real quick.
Y'all want to argue now about a medical report?
No,
Really?
no.
No,
Who?
no, they're in the chat. They're in the chat.
Mayweather,
Oh, in the chat. Oh.
Mayweather.
Look, Queen, look, I was Tyson tonight, baby.
New
Ooh,
Mayweather.
Tyson came out.
I'm Flo. How you doing, Mayweather?
Dang.
How you doing, Mayweather?
Oh.
I'm getting ready to find. Look, I'm ready to go find me a hole to sleep in. That's what I'm getting ready to go do.
I'm Flo. How you doing,
A new
Mayweather?
hole.
Hey,
Somebody
what's going on?
want to take. Look,
Hey.
somebody want to take in a border. I'll pay you.
You my dust,
Take it
Mayweather.
off. I'm taking all offers. I'll pay you. I'll pay you for a clean room with access to a
Cause
bathroom.
that's right, she hot, Mayweather.
Jesus. Help me.
Ooh, ooh. I've been drinking my cranberry juice, Mayweather.
Nancy. Are you
I'm
sitting
being
on the
good.
look, honey, look, don't let me get to talking Southern. What
I
Miss
know I've
Millie,
been good.
Millie, are you sitting on the shade tree?
I know, Miss Millie, I've been good. Miss Millie, I've been good.
Miss Millie, you had so much going on, you need to write a book. I said the other day
I
I was
know.
fooling with Nancy. I'm gonna drive my car into a field and listen. I'm
I
trying to get
know.
to business. You was telling me all that depressing stuff. I said, ooh, thank you.
Ooh, I know, Miss Millie. I could have a #1 seller.
Yeah, you need
I'm
to get an
telling
agent.
you.
You need
I'm
to get an
telling
agent.
you. I know I could have an agent, Miss Millie. I ain't got nothing on. I could
Okay.
have an agent.
Hey, Crystal.
Sorry, Crystal. Hit it. Floor is
Okay.
yours.
So my thing is, this is my own opinion, but if the child was dead already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There wouldn't be a murder charge. It would be something like tampering with the corpse.
Abuse for a corpse. Yeah.
That's
right.
Abuse for a corpse.
Okay, that's all I got to
He
say.
was alive when
That's all I got to
was
say.
stabbed.
Girl, that's it.
That was it. That was it. Because you think
See, I
about
don't
it.
think some people really understand the role of a medical examiner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Crystal,
They
do
would have
think
told you
maybe
that
a
the baby was
vegetative
dead.
state?
They would have told you
Mhm.
if the baby
No.
was dead before.
Yeah.
That's the
It wouldn't be a murder
job
charge.
of the
It
medical
would be a
examiner.
court. It'd be tampering with the
Of
corpse
course.
or dismembering a corpse. It'd be something like that. And that's not what that is. That charge is murder.
Okay, but what
Okay.
about a vegetative state? They're still
Nope,
alive.
it's still you're still alive.
No, you
You're
still
still
got blood
breathing.
in you. Yeah, they know that, and they know that.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of the autopsy.
Even though he was, sleeping in a deep sleep
No,
or
so long as
whatever.
the heart was pumping,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they know all that.
Even
That's
though
the
he
purpose
was
of
drugged.
doing the
I mean,
job.
even
Yeah.
though even though the medical examiner may come out and say he was intoxicated or he had gotten a hold of meth or whatever, he
Mhm.
was
But he
still
wasn't dead. But he
alive.
wasn't
Mhm.
dead.
He was
Right.
still alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's
Yeah,
a whole nother federal charge when
that's
you're
right.
dismembering a corpse.
Yeah,
And if they
even
found drugs in his system, I
that
don't
will
think they
be
would have
all.
problem with telling us. Why
Yeah,
not?
if
He would
they
tell us.
found drugs in him, then that's gonna be on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Praise God. I mean, not praise God on the child, but Miss Chihuahua,
Just
Miss
crazy.
Chihuahua is coming down.
Massacre
Okay,
and
Crystal.
Scooby Doo. Yes.
That's
You know
right.
what? No, sorry.
I mean Shaggy Doo.
Yeah,
Shaggy
that.
Doo,
Okay,
Scooby Doo, you to
what else you got to
do.
say, Miss Crystal?
But that was it because I've been sitting here thinking like no, there would be a whole nother charge if the child was dead. But
Oh
just
yes,
like
yes.
Dee Dee said, I've held my granddaughter and she's
While she
asleep
was
and
sleeping, she
and
didn't
her
move. She wake up.
yeah, and her arms come up like that because my arms are up under her arms, so she automatically she'll she'll clench. She'll look like that
Do
like
y'all
that
hear
child did.
yourself now? I believe Cash was drugged or possible passing away at the time he was taken. No one heard anything. You still not listening to what the medical examiner done said though. If the child was dead beforehand, he would tell us that.
Yeah, and there'd be another charge because you know that they want to charge all that they can toward DB, right? So of course they would
He
go
would
ahead
say
and
the
add another
child. Look,
charge.
he would say the child was dead this amount of time before he was discovered in the street.
Yep.
He'd say he had been laying there this amount of time. I believe he was killed over here, over here, over here, or killed at the scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's his job.
Yeah.
Is to tell you how the child died, how long ago it was that he died, what instrument was possibly used, and where he died at. Either over here A, carried over here to B. You see what I'm saying? He could have said he was killed at A, but dropped off at B and died.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're gonna dissect all of that. Where's the blood? Is the blood on the bottom of his feet? Did it settle on his butt?
Because he knows that.
Yeah, they know that.
And if it,
Okay,
and if it was dragged, they can see all that.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, he done already told us that he got killed with an edge. I'm gonna go look. I'm about to say a sword. Well, he got killed with a sharp instrument, which we believe is a knife. What would be the problem with telling us everything else, no matter what it is? So what's the secret?
Yep, exactly.
Frankly, my topic is about Darryinn Brown and the relationship with Monica. Y'all stuck on bed covers and all that stuff. That's really not my topic.
I think there was some nefarious stuff going on.
I think she was flirting with him, and I think that she.
Look, hour 35 minutes in, seriously, because y'all really ain't really addressed my topic.
I think she was.
I think she had a relationship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think she had a relationship with that young boy.
Yep. And then she had to cut it off some kind of way or something.
Okay.
In between there.
They're still trying to find a timeline of the death. Well, see, that don't make no sense because when it was weeks ago, what was said? It will be weeks before we give a report. Now you trying to tell me there's more to a report to give?
Yeah, they're not going to give all the
doesn't make sense.
I know that it was let out the bag that she liked cowboys and boots.
Somebody said it'd be weeks before. So what medical examiner is going to only give you part of a report? That don't make no sense.
They're not going to give all of it. They'll give you part of it until they figure it all out because they still have to weigh. They have to weigh all the organs. They got to break all the organs down. They got to see exactly when did that organ shut down. That's how they're going to get their timeline on when.
Maybe we shouldn't have had nothing. Maybe it shouldn't have been nothing.
Yeah, they shouldn't have said nothing. But
they got all that report done when they had all that report done when they did it all. They do all that at one time. They had all that done at that time. They just let some of it out at that time. They just didn't want to let it all out.
Okay, somebody's saying Cash was not dead until he walked to the street and then dropped dead. Well, how would you know that somebody walked to the street?
Did they see the video?
Well, just look who said it. Just stop, please.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know.
Jump down.
Could it
I don't want to jump down.
Could it also be
they're full of crap?
They're trying to charge other
people. It's Boo Boo the Clown.
Oh, Boo Boo the Clown, I'm taking a drink on you. On my cranberry juice.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Boo Boo the Clown.
Could it also
Did
be
you have a relationship with Darren? He was living in the van. Tell me she wasn't working him, and then something happens and they orchestrated the charade. Yeah, I forgot to mention that too. Yep. That's why I told you to go to Molly's channel on your own. That was mentioned also about I'm living in a van. That's what a neighbor said. That sounds very odd to me. Because now I have to ask myself about that. Why would he be living in a van if she has room in her house? That don't make any sense.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Maybe that's.
I want to know what's up with this neighbor. How the neighbor knows so much?
Because he's never been in that house.
Good times, just looking out of the window.
Yeah, well,
maybe that's where they were having.
That was JJ. That was JJ looking at the window. So he knew what was going on. Oh, Lord, I can't stand it. Creepers.
Maybe that's where they were having their relations in the van. That's
well, why would you, baby? I'm not gonna go sleep with a man in a van and I got a bed.
Right.
And as hot as it is in Texas, you mean to tell me you're gonna sleep in that van?
That's a van. Y'all, please stop. Okay.
Not sleep, just relations, not sleep.
Well, look,
they got a swinging door anyway.
You know, Nancy, don't start.
They got a swinging door. So the saloon doors,
the glass door with the peephole.
Yeah, they got saloon doors anyway. So
this some new
I'm riding, I'm a rolling.
hey, you gotta come to my crib. We got a peephole in the glass.
We got a peephole in the glass door. That's right, baby. Don't look too far.
Y'all killing me. Okay, look.
Don't look too far. Come
Okay.
on now.
Stasha says they are drug addicts. I have slept a lot of places, including vans. Well, Stasha, what I'm saying is, whether I'm an addict or not, it's really not even the point of saying an addict. It's my house. I have a bed. I'm gonna sleep
That's right.
with you in my bed. I'm not gonna go outside and sleep with you in no van. For what?
That's right. That's right. If I want to sleep with you,
if I'm worried about my children seeing you, I just wait till they went to sleep, and then I tell you.
that's right.
Just
That's
an
right.
idea. Just
Come
an
on,
idea.
baby. Come on, baby.
So I
Come
was
on in.
thinking,
Talk to me.
is there?
I really want to know your name. You know what I'm saying?
Sing it, girl. Sing it.
Come on in,
I've been doing really
baby.
good without the jokes. Y'all
Come
making
go
it
with
hard.
me.
Stop this.
Come go with me, Pendergrass.
Oh Lord, look at Joelle.
Come
Joelle, you done got
on
back to
in,
slumber talk about
baby.
you may have been dead, rigor mortis had set in the muscles. Oh Lord.
Come on, slip
So
on
I was
in,
thinking maybe that's
baby.
why they haven't.
I'm calling the Emmy in the morning. If you don't release that report so these folks will hush,
Mhm.
I don't know what
So
to
I thought
say.
maybe the reason why they haven't given the full report is because they're trying to get the rest of them that's going to be getting charged, and they're just
Okay.
holding on till they get good charges on them.
Okay.
Could be. They're trying to let them hang themselves. Could
Right,
be.
exactly. It's
But
like,
I'm just saying,
oh,
me
he got killed
personally,
by stabbing. Now we're
but look,
clear.
me personally, I just don't understand saying anything. I would rather just tell everything
Mhm.
at one time because most of us may be thinking that that's all that's left. We didn't think that we would wait weeks and then you come forward with this, and
Yeah,
then I'm assuming just naturally this is it. You don't have anything else because why would I give you a bit of
Exactly.
this? Then 2 weeks give you a bit of this. Then 3 more weeks I give you that. I don't really think that's how it goes. I thought you just give me the whole wham bam.
Thank you,
One.
no,
ma'am.
because look,
Exactly.
I was watching 48 Hours, and
Uh-huh.
they were trying to get them to tell their part, the actual story of what happened. So basically, they took one in one room and then took the other one in another room, and they told one of them, "Hey, look, this is what they just told me," just so they can get the other one to tell the rest of it, because they
Oh,
thought
yeah,
they
they lied to
were,
you. Big
huh?
time. They lied
Okay.
to
So
you.
that's talking about the
Yeah, that's what
toxicology.
I'm saying.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is maybe they're trying to get hard charges until they can get hard charges on the other people, and they can
Okay.
trip themselves up. They're not going to tell us anything, because if they tell us, then that means they'll know. So it's got to be on
Okay.
the hush hush.
Okay. Well, Dee Dee says they want to just focus on Darren only. Works with
Okay.
the medical, works with the medical examiner, works with the police, and they want everyone to focus on Darren.
Okay.
Oh Lord, I don't know what to say.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping they're not got tunnel vision. That's
Right.
what I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm hoping.
hoping they don't have tunnel
Well, in
vision.
the end, you got to remember, whether you want to sugarcoat something, leave out something, he has a defense attorney,
Yes.
Yep.
and that's his job to bring forth whatever he can to try to get that man off.
All the evidence.
Whether the evidence looks and points to Darren or not, because we know this
Mhm.
from Casey Anthony. Her case is the best case on the books.
Mhm.
Yep.
It looks like she and they 12 members said no.
Yep.
Exactly.
They let that heifer walk. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I watched it and I watched her whisk her way in the
Mhm.
truck that night, and I just said to myself, God, please tell me I'm not watching this. This is appalling.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what happened.
This is appalling. And to know this girl killed that child and she is walking around, and you know she did it because guess what? This is the thing that people don't seem to understand. Your mama basically told on you when she said she's been gone with the baby for about a month. She
Mhm.
comes back with the car and it smells like death. Well, where the hell you think she was? Ain't nobody else had that baby but Casey.
Right.
Nobody else had that baby.
Right.
That's cruel because you can see her parents love that child. And for Baez to throw out there that the brother messed with her, the daddy messed with her, it was possible that the utility worker who found the baby in the bag, he did it, stored her, was just disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because now you're dragging innocent people that you don't have no evidence that they have done nothing to that child or touched Casey or the child was so nasty. But Baez did by all means necessary, and he won. And that's the point. So if it can happen there, hell,
it can happen anywhere.
Right.
That's sad.
Definitely.
That is sad, sad,
a
sad.
few people to think. We already, some of us in the chat thinking he was set up. So even if we look at evidence that look like Darren did it, it's still people looking like, no, he ain't. He ain't do that. Okay, well, imagine you get your 5 and 9.
Yep, that's right. Just takes one.
I adamantly believe that boy was set up. I done heard the story, but they're not gonna say that in court. They're gonna lie. They're not gonna say it in the deliberating room. They're not gonna mention it because they know they would be out.
Yeah.
Just takes one to have a hung jury. Just takes one.
I'm telling you, Monica messed this up day one.
Line.
Her and
she
her
should have
son.
said, I know him. He's been in my house. He played with my children. I kept him and his brother, blah, blah, blah. You could have killed all that. Could have killed all that.
She messed
well, I still believe them children should have never been there to begin with.
Exactly.
Never.
Only true.
Never.
Monica is a defense attorney's dream. Oh, they're going to chew her up. He's going to tear her up.
Yep. That's going to be my heyday to see her on.
If she's getting high, you know the rest.
Yep.
You're going to go in there, geek.
Yep. That's gonna be the day.
You're gonna go in there, geek, because you're gonna be nervous and you're gonna do what's familiar. Which is get your drug before you go in that courtroom. And they'll tell you that you don't ever touch nothing before going into court.
Yep.
You don't take a pill, you don't take no drugs, you don't take no drink.
Yep.
And so many people have gone into court because that's what they did. They got high, they drank. They went in that courtroom and they could
relax.
not follow through. So what the judge said, we got to dismiss it because we can't do nothing with this witness.
Yep, because they try to relax, so they try to feel like they're familiar in their own skin to be in the same safe spot for them, but yet they're all crunk. They're all jacked up. But to them, they're in their safe spot. But they are all jacked up.
She'll get high before she go in there.
Oh yeah, she gonna be all jacked up, all jacked up.
And let me tell you, sober thoughts.
Yeah,
they speak a lot.
Get the rambling there to get you in court.
Yeah, all jacked up.
Like she was doing on that interview she was doing with Daily. She was sitting there rubbing them hands like she's about to rub all the skin off.
Yeah.
Now, Trevor, he got released.
She's gonna be damaged goods, and that's just the truth.
Now, Trevor, he got released from a lot to get sent to rehab.
Okay, let me ask you something about that. What was the synopsis of the court appearance yesterday?
I heard from. Well, can I mention her name? Molly. Golightly.
I don't have a problem with Molly. Let me make that clear in the chat so anybody don't get no misunderstandings. I don't know her. She ain't done nothing to the queen that I know of, and I don't have a problem with Molly Golightly. I'm gonna say that.
Okay. I heard from her today that it could have been yesterday's live or whatever, but
it's a new day now, so yesterday.
Okay. That he got released from a lot of his felonies. The bonds, yes, ma'am. That yes, ma'am. He got released from a lot of his bonds. That he would go into rehab.
Jamie.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait, the pearls to clutch. What you say?
Yeah. Yes, $40,000 here, something here, something here.
Okay, wait a minute. What did you say about rehab? I want to lean in.
Mm-hmm.
What you say?
Yeah.
Look, far act a monkey's tail up and show.
Yeah, but
Yeah, lean
going
on
to be the
in.
person?
So let me
He
ask you
got.
something. Did
Mm-hmm.
he get a bond?
I don't know if he got a bond, but he got released from a lot of the
The
current
other bond. It was
bonds.
five.
Yes. $40,000 here, another bond here,
Wow.
so
What
he
the
could
hell's
go
wrong
to.
with people out there?
I
Okay,
don't
is
know.
he free? Does anybody know in the chat if he's
He's
free?
not. He's not free, but he went to rehab. And I question whether or not he is going to be a
And guess what?
witness.
Guess what Queen getting ready to do?
I wonder if he's going to be
Uh-uh.
a witness
Uh-uh.
against
Guess what Queen getting ready to do?
Monica or DB.
Drop a petition for
Mm,
change.org to have that judge out of there.
yeah, I'm serious. Yep.
You need to be out of there. We're
Yeah.
gonna do judge whoever you are, we're gonna do you like the Anaya Blanchard situation in Alabama. The reason why she's dead, because a nasty black woman kept letting Ibrahim Yazid bond out.
Well,
And that's
I'm
why
telling.
that baby doll is no longer living.
Well, he went.
I'm looking at
You kept letting the felon bond out, bond out, bond out, to where he beat an elderly man, damn near 80 years old, damn near to death from a hotel robbery, along with his friend. And when they were bobbing up and down the interstate, somebody called the police, state trooper, and when they pulled them over, they said it. It's in a newspaper. You can pull it up as I speak. They said he was barely living, breathing when he got pulled over, when a man slumped over in the front seat of the car. An elderly man, almost 100.
Yep.
How do you beat somebody damn near 80 years old?
Yep. He they released one bond, like $40,000,
Ridiculous.
and did something else and something else,
Yeah,
and then
Jamie, go ahead and call. Jamie, don't call. Go ahead and call, Jamie.
sent
come
him.
back up, hit the link.
Yep, sent him to rehab, from what I understand. Yeah. And I'm wondering if they didn't make some kind of
Okay.
deal to be
Lucky
a
Charles said
witness.
they fixed it so he could get his meds in jail until he goes to rehab, but he got no bond. He's not getting out. Okay.
Yep. I didn't think he was getting out, but I thought he was going to rehab.
Now, Tina
and
said
I'm
you can't
wondering.
go to rehab without detox first. Oh Lord, don't y'all start.
Yeah. Yep. I'm wondering if he didn't make some kind of a deal to be a witness against either Monica or DB.
What he getting ready to tell?
I'm wondering if he didn't make some kind of deal to be a witness against Monica. This is my opinion. I'm wondering if he didn't make some kind of deal to be a witness against Monica or DB.
Is guilty.
I know. It doesn't matter, but
babies with that boo-boo head, bobblehead.
I know. It don't matter, but I'm just saying.
You just as guilty as her. You just
I
as
know.
guilty as BB did it. It's all the same to me. Everybody.
I know. I know. I know, but I'm just wondering.
Babies, we wouldn't be talking about this.
Exactly. We wouldn't.
We wouldn't be arguing
not.
about autopsies, dead, alive, stiff, blanket, no blanket, somebody in the room, handing them off, somebody outside.
Video, no video, black and white, black, we wouldn't be daytime, nighttime. It wouldn't be anything.
Poncho bonds, all of those stupid stuff.
Wouldn't be anything.
Look,
exactly.
It's like a rap song. Hands on, hands off, gloves off. Gloves
exactly.
Ridiculous.
Wouldn't have any of this going on. Wouldn't be no YouTube talking and nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be any of that.
That's true.
Okay, listen to what Dee Dee says. Trevor was there when cash was taken, I think.
Yeah, other people think the same thing that I've heard too.
Well, guess what? I brought you content where it was said. He left a
week, 2 weeks. Is it contradicting?
Yeah, it's going from the information that was brought on Molly's channel versus the content I brought you not even a week ago, let's say 2 times, because I lose track of time. They said one content I brought you said 1 week.
1 week. The other one said 2 weeks. Who knows? There's so many dadgum lies going around. Nobody knows the dadgum truth. Katie bar the door.
Can't they track him, like check where he was with a satellite?
Cell phone. If he has an actual cell phone.
Yeah.
But now you got a question. What they doing on that end? Because now they're releasing bond after bond after bond to put him in rehab. Yeah, what they doing?
Very good question, Lucky. I like to know where the car he was driving came from. Would be surprised if it was the same place Monica lived.
Because now they also charged him with illegal use of vehicle or something like that.
Yeah, didn't they say something about?
Well, see, that's what he's already on a bond for. So you see, he basically went to jail for all the charges where he went and stood account for and was out on bond for those said charges. The fraud, the illegal use of an automobile. I don't know. I don't think he was caught with nothing to my knowledge, but he already had the 5 bonds
went
on
down.
the record. Yeah, and he's not.
Oh Lord! Where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
That's no longer there now. You think that might be the car?
So what? Let's talk.
Oh Lord!
Monica, there's a car that Monica had that is no longer there. Do you think that's the car he has?
Well, do we even know what color car she was in?
Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember what they said, what kind of car it was, but they said that car was there and then now it's gone.
But don't you find it funny
Lord.
to go live and talking in a car?
Sweeping down the plains.
Trying to figure out how the child got transported out the house. Then all of a sudden, here comes Miss Wing Wing sitting in a car going live and acting bashful. This is just so jacked up.
Yeah, I heard that live.
I told y'all though. You know damn well that lady had a car. Come on, y'all.
She's definitely. And they
just told us you went to the store 2 days before. I told y'all stay woke. Everything you need to know is in the beginning of the story. You went to the store, you came home, Darren was in there. I don't want you around my kids. So how'd you get to the store? Yep. What groceries do you need? You just went to the store 2 days beforehand. Tell y'all stay woke.
She was driving on that video that she was talking about people too. And I'm not going to say the name of the person, but she was driving and she was checking she was looking in a rearview mirror, her side mirror. You could tell she was the one driving. What passenger sits there and looks like that? So you could tell she was the one driving. And they said she's not supposed to be driving.
Well, she ain't got no license.
No, that someone maybe suspended or something.
No license.
Yeah.
Her ain't got no license.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Can't see straight when you're on meth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm almost 2 hours in. This is it's been interesting.
Yes,
but like I said, I want to know what happened with. That's my original content on this video is when did she turn on Darryinn Brown?
Yeah.
What happened for her not to want him to be around her children? What was said? What happened? Did he do something? Say something to her children? Is it even an actual situation?
Maybe Cameron said something to him, and because he didn't want him around, he didn't want him to be with his mom. He found out that they were together, and then he told him, "You better get away from my mom." And then he told her, "That's it. We can't do anything anymore." And then she turned on him. Who knows? Because she switches men every 6 weeks, from my understanding.
Okay. I believe they're looking to get Monica and Cameron and anyone that was in that house that night. Interesting. That's my purpose speaking.
Yeah.
I think the teenagers didn't want him around. Could be lucky. I think Trevor was driving someone's car from Houston. Good Lord, Dee Dee, where you get that? Or the daughter. He was dating the daughter. Could be. Okay. Maybe Cameron got jealous thinking DB was hitting on his baby mom. Oh, Lord Jesus, come on. Do we have affirmation that his baby's mother was living in the house before the baby died? You all brought that up, but as I tell you, it's a lot of hearsay. You don't know what to believe because nobody's bringing a receipt. So was that girl living in that house? Somebody said she left. Well, show me a receipt. I don't know.
You talking about DB was supposed to have a baby?
No. Cameron's girlfriend.
Oh, Cameron's, yeah. I seen her on a video on the grandfather's Facebook.
Okay.
He's over there with the little. There's a mom. She looks like she could be a mom to the girl, to the little boy, and they're over there playing. So she's watching him play, and she's standing next to him. And this is what's being recorded by the Pickertons.
Night Owl, please stop. I ain't gonna say what she said. She found a new, you know what? That's why she flipped on him. Okay. That's nasty. There's a lot of empty rooms there. Only people that were supposedly living there was Monica and Cameron. We talking about beforehand, baby. Who was living there before the baby died? How many people were in the house when Cash and Carter were there the morning of the abduction and death?
Well, they definitely said the grandparents weren't there. At least that's what the
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear that. Let's see Nancy come back on.
Well,
that's what I want to know. Who actually was living in the house at the time of the child's death?
Well, definitely the twins.
And I want to know what happened with her and Darren Brown, because this is a dance right now, song and dance.
Yeah.
Something happened allegedly, or no, maybe it could be nothing. See, we don't know. We don't know this chick.
Yeah.
I don't know her. But right now, she's a liar. So, I mean, it could be anything. Nothing. Could actually be absolutely nothing. Be nothing. I'm to believe that he's crazy. He's schizophrenic. He did this because the voices was telling him to kill that kid. Okay, Omi said there was 9 people. Well, who are the 9, Omi, Lord Jesus?
Or maybe Monica.
4 kids, herself 5. The 2 small children 7. So who were the other 2?
So she has the 2 young ones, the twins. 2. This is before the death of.
Oh, I said I meant 7. With
so
her 4 is 5,
and his baby that would be 7,
and the 2 little ones is 7.
Yeah.
Well, where are the other 2? That would be baby mama, and her baby would be 9.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, Crystal.
No, what I was saying was maybe I'm not sure this is what
I say too many.
Yeah, too
many. That's what I say.
Maybe Monica asked Darryinn to go do this for her, whatever it is that she told him to go do, and he said no, and that's when she turned on him. Is that possible? And that's when she said, "Okay, that's it. I'm gonna blame you anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and frame you, regardless if you do it or not. I'm gonna frame you."
And then he stupidly came over and got the baby out of the bed.
Well, he did it for. He's not all there, so maybe he still finds that Cameron or whoever else is still his friend.
You know what?
And they told him to go do it.
You know what, Omi? Omi didn't say in 3 death dogs. You know what?
I like Omi.
That's mean. That's just cruel.
Yeah, and then the neighbor said his dog didn't even bark. So that's
he did. He said his neighbor didn't even alert him.
Nothing. Yes.
Okay. Dee Dee says, according to the neighbor, everyone was living there. They had an open door policy. Yeah, but we don't know who all the everyone's are, Dee Dee.
Yeah.
It's not telling us exactly who was there when he died.
What about the one with the what you call it against him, sex offender thing on him, the white guy. I forgot his name, but that's another one. So that'll be what, 8 already?
Sex offender. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, Grandpa said the dogs were locked in the room. What? If you listen to the song, it sounds like others didn't like him. Others like who?
Is she talking about the rap?
Yeah, where was Honcho? Was Honcho staying there?
There is police reports Mimi made against Monica for DB being at her house. Oh, Lord, the plot goes on.
It's all a honcho mess.
So what does Mimi have to say about her child being at her house? Think about what you're saying. You're the mother, and you're filing reports that your child is at her house. So that means what? He was underage and he ran away and went to Monica's house, and you couldn't get your son to leave? What we talking about here?
Yeah,
Why would he be running to her house in the first place?
Exactly. And Queen, you know, Mimi done hightail it out of that neighborhood.
Yeah, she moved. They moved.
Where's she at?
They moved.
She done hightail it out of that neighborhood. She done packed up and left.
Yeah, she moved.
Oh, thank you, Sean. Where's she at?
I don't know, but she done packed up and left.
Yep.
Is she in somebody's garage?
I don't know, but she done packed up and left.
Did you see the video with Cameron and Huncho showing gang signs and showing their guns? No, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
Once.
showed it.
I have them throwing up gang signs.
Yep, he has a gun in that. Sure does.
Yep, the guy.
Hello, we have Barney. Where you calling from, baby?
Hello.
Dallas.
Ooh, Lord.
Ooh, give us some insight.
I have some theories. I have some theories that might just make everybody go,
Well, roll the eyes.
Okay, those babies are 4 years old.
Okay, well, let me
They
ask you
wet the
one
bed.
question before you get started, Miss Garney.
Yeah.
Can you tell me why she turned on him? Because that's the title of my video. Can you
I
tell
think
me
they
that?
caught him with her daughter.
Okay.
I said that before too.
So what are you trying to say? He messed
She's
with the daughter and the
14,
mama had been messing with him too?
She's 14, right? She's
I don't know.
blooming. The only
Well,
boy
she
around
was-
close to her age is an 18-year-old good-looking boy.
She was 16, I think, at
Well,
the
do you
time,
think?
though.
But do
Okay,
you think
16,
perhaps?
even better. That's only a
Well,
2-year difference, and Cameron would have got pissed.
Okay, but look, but do you think perhaps she was messing with him? Somebody said this in the chat. She was messing with him too, and she was jealous. And she found about
She
the
didn't
daughter.
want another grandbaby. Monica did not want another grandbaby.
Okay, but you take it in strange people, so that makes no sense either to say that.
Right.
Well, they're
She
not
got
grandbabies.
strange
Well,
people in her
she
house
was getting
coming and
money
going.
from Trevor's mother.
How you know that?
Because someone said that they sent her money. But I think that money was sent to her so they couldn't trace Trevor, and she had to give that money to him so he could haul ass. But I have a theory about the babies. You see my animals back there. They're 4 years old. Sometimes 4-year-olds still wet the bed.
Yes.
I know when my sister had the problem, we would wake her up in the middle of the night and take her to help prevent that.
Okay.
What if Carter was just coming back from being woke up to go bathroom?
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. The bathroom.
Yeah, I was
And
wondering
then
that.
they went to pick up Cash,
Yeah.
and he had wet the bed. That's why he picked his hand up and smelled his hand.
Touched it. Yeah.
And whoever it was, and I don't believe that was Darryinn picking that baby up, because you show any hairstylist that video and ask him to describe the hair.
Curls.
Okay, if Darryinn killed that baby, he sure in hell didn't have time to go get dreads done. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, I'm listening to you. We'll let you speak, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So I believe it was Cameron who picked that baby up, carried him in, had to go wash him up because those babies weren't wearing pull-ups. You could tell when Carter came back, looked like he just had his shorts on, nothing else underneath. All right. So he had to wash that baby up because it had wet all over himself.
Okay.
Something happened, accident, anger, whatever. Baby got hurt. They decided to cover up what happened and frame Darryinn for it. I think somewhere I heard something maybe in that song. Didn't it say something like Darryinn was supposed to be helping them look for Cash?
I haven't listened.
So they kind of called Cash, or called Darryinn. Hey, we can't find Cash. Come help us look for him. Got him over there. He went in there to check on Carter, and there sealed his fate. I can't hear you.
No, I'm letting you talk. I'm just listening, trying to take in everything you're
But
saying.
whoever it was,
Oops,
and
sorry.
I don't believe.
No, you're fine.
But well, I turned my laptop down.
That's okay.
But I don't believe that was Darryinn, because like I said, in all that, and besides, do you really think he ran home, showered, changed, only to come back and get all
That's where I
bloody
have the
again?
problem. That's where I have the problem too. Because you got to remember, if you're going to
And
put all this
did
on
they
a
check?
mental person, they don't think like that. Somebody mental is not
Was
getting
there
ready to start all that.
anybody else's DNA on those clothes besides Darrynn's? And it's very possible that Darryinn had extra clothes over there at that house. He spent enough time there.
That's true. And that's very true,
All
man.
right.
Very good
So
point.
did they look for anybody else's DNA on those clothes? Was there any blood in his dreads?
But see, I'm not going to look for. See, that's the whole point. The police is not going to look for anything extra because that lady identified him as the person.
They have his fate sealed on that tape. But I'm sorry, if you look, dreads don't have curls. That's the whole point of dreads.
Exactly.
You know. And what hairstylist did he see in between that 2-hour time frame to go get his hair
Another
done?
thing is the curls are bigger and the dreads are small.
They're loose, flowing
Very
curls.
curls.
They're
Yep.
flowing curls. Those are not.
That's what I keep saying.
Yeah, that's
Those
why I
are
was thinking about a
not
50
tight
person.
curls.
They're not going to be meticulous in the planning of stuff and wearing a disguise. And even though you would have leave him in those videos at the neighbor's house,
Disguise
the
like
person had
everything
on
else they did was
gloves
half
and a mask in those videos.
And then
And
come
if
back.
somebody videotaped the whole damn thing,
Is it
that's an
possible that he's not
accessory.
schizophrenic?
Why are they not arrested as well? I
Girl, this
honestly
is
think
weird.
the Dallas cops are not as dumb as they appear to be. They may have taken Darryinn off the streets because vigilante justice might have been done on the boy had they not removed him from
To
population.
keep them safe. To keep them safe, right? Is that what you're saying? To keep them safe from the rest?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if Monica and them could do that to a baby, often a boy was nothing.
Right. And they have to make
And
it look
all
real.
these thugs that are running around out there with their little guns and everything, these are, Texas, the Old West. If the young man picks up a gun, he is a man. He is no longer a boy. Now, he may be 18 years old, and they are going to use that to play the judge, and that's all that's for.
Okay.
You pick up a gun, you're a man.
So, what are you saying? Who you believe is behind this, man? Do you believe Darren did all this, part of this? What are you saying?
No, I don't think Darryinn did it. I think Darryinn, if he had blood on those clothes, again, I think Cameron made a big deal about running out in his underwear looking for that baby. I think he ran over to Darrynn's. Left those clothes over there, and came back in his underwear. And in case he was seen on the cameras, that covered his ass.
Okay.
I honestly think the Dallas cops are not as dumb as they appear to be. They may have taken Darryinn off the streets because vigilante justice might have been done on the boy had they not removed him from population.
Okay, I think your device is on. Miss Gardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if Monica and them could do that to a baby.
Nancy, you want to come down. What are you doing, Nancy?
I mean, all these
Nancy, I
thugs
don't know
that are
what Nancy's
running around
doing.
with their little guns and everything.
Went wrong.
These are
Nancy, what are you doing?
Texas, the Old West. If a young man picks up a gun, he is a man.
Miss Gardy, you need to turn your devices down, baby. I'm hearing the replay.
Oh. And they are going to use that. Wait a minute. I'll just turn it down. I was trying to hear what you were saying. If you were
Yeah, I'm
talking.
not saying anything. I'm just sitting there trying to digest everything.
Pardon me?
I was trying to I'm just thinking to myself. I don't know what I'm thinking.
But I mean, this was so, there's so many, clean kitchen, dirty house. Did something happen there? Did anybody do the little black light thingy?
So what you think? Something happened in the kitchen?
Possibly.
That's what I
That is odd.
They might have sent Darryinn out to the woods to look. The baby wasn't there anymore. And do you think he would have taken that baby? He would have left it in the woods. went to get the second one if that was his plan.
Okay.
Not leave it where it was going to be found and everybody start looking for him right away.
Okay.
You know?
That's what
I mean,
that's
he
what I
has some
said
sense,
about the
obviously.
FBI already.
He was able to get what he needed out of Monica and them.
Okay.
You know, I feel sorry for the boy because it doesn't look like he had a home. He may have had a home
Yeah,
that looked
something was
like
going
he
on.
had a home,
For him to
but
be
there was
safe,
no emotional home there for that
yeah,
boy. And
let's
he,
be truthful.
I mean, he went to
Something was
Monica
going on.
and them and felt like that was going to be his home.
But that's my point. Something was going on for him to even be at Monica's in the first place. And a lot of you all have not addressed that either.
I mean, and then
Why
her dad,
was he
was he
there?
the one that
Why
was
was his
molesting
brother
that
there?
baby? Her stepdad? Was he
How did he
molesting the
just
baby? Is that why he
how did
knew?
he just get there? See, this is what nobody talks about. You know, Karen
And
had to
is
know him
Monica
because you want me to
bewitched?
believe that she just
Is
picked up some
Monica
strange boy and
Samantha from Bewitched that
kept
she
in
has
her
this
house.
magical power that he reported the baby was being molested, but Monica got it shoved under the rug? Is she bewitched or what?
Well,
Exactly.
you have to tell yourself these people knew each other point blank. Because
Yeah,
how did he get to stay at
but
her house?
I think Cameron caught him with his little sister. That's when he should have killed him that night, you know, or whoever that was singing that song. You
Okay.
know, I should have killed you
Women
that
said
night
BB
when he
looked
caught
well
him.
dressed, expensive.
That
Well,
was when
somebody else
Mama
made a
said,
comment
"I don't
about that
want you
too.
around. I don't want you. You know, I don't want you to be the daddy of my grandbabies." You know, because he's got problems, kind of thing. She may not be able to overlook her own problems, but somebody else got a mental problem. They don't want that gene in their gene pool. Might improve it, but they don't want that there. You know, he's got a problem that medication can fix.
Yeah, I believe that
Dumb
Lucky.
can't be dumb
She
can't
kept
be
the
fixed.
kids thinking he would come back to her. I think that too. But I think she got tired of him. That's what I think.
I mean, it's not like anybody had insurance on them that they collected insurance. You don't expect a 4-year-old to die, but I think he wet the bed. Cameron picked that baby up and held it away from him because he knew it was wet, and went to give it a bath before they put it back to bed. I guess in the pissy bed again, and you know something happened. Same thing with the California kids. The daddy did something accidentally on purpose, whatever, or who knows. Maybe their kids were jealous and jumped on them and hurt them, and daddy had to cover that up. It was all a cover up. That poor baby was killed because someone was stupid, lost her temper, and that's what happened.
Lucky says mom gave those kids good clothes and shoes. I think he didn't take his meds because he was taking drugs.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, somebody made a comment about that the other day in the chat that they thought his clothes was a little better off than the person standing in the first video.
Oh yeah. I mean, they did everything to make appearance look good. That's what they did. You know how many people out there are like that? The house looks immaculate. It's decorated just right. But what
Hello.
goes on once those doors are shut? Who knows?
Another
Yeah.
thing I
Who
noticed
knows?
about the night vision and the day vision is his neck. Like he's hunched in the day, but at night he's straight up.
Well, I know.
Well, he didn't want to be home. He didn't want to be there in case somebody wanted to beat up on him again. Maybe he wasn't getting beat up at school. Maybe he was getting beat up at home.
Well, could it be the mother worked all the time and when she came home, her house was in disarray? That's why she was cussing and fussing. So you got to think about everything when you don't know people. She don't know
Well,
these people.
I know, but it seemed like just from looking at her,
Stephanie.
what little bit I did see, appearances are, you know,
And don't think because somebody buys people nice clothes that your parents aren't abusive. That don't mean nothing.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That
I
don't mean
mean, some
nothing
of the
because
best
somebody
ones,
buys.
some of the wealthiest homes had abuse
Yeah,
in it.
that don't mean nothing about nice
Yeah.
clothes, nice shoes. You still could be verbally abused, beat up. That doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they weren't being beat up at school. Maybe they were being beat up at home.
I don't know.
Because if somebody was being beat up at school, they're safe once they're away from school. Why did they have to live at Monica's? Was she homeschooling them? I don't think
Somebody
so.
said the neighbor said the kids hung over there. His kids hung over there with all the
Yeah.
teenagers, but he said he never knew anything about drugs being there. And he said Monica had a job.
I saw something on
I
her
don't remember
Facebook.
that. I thought he
somewhere
said
that
he didn't notice
She's
she had a
supposed to
job.
be she's supposed to be an interior decorator or something.
Well,
I
I was
do
I
know
saw
told
that
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 was
the
somewhere.
mom was
sad.
calling the police for her. So if they were beating them, do you think they would be calling the police on Monica if they're hiding anything?
That
would
I
have
think there's a lot of blackmailing going on between that family. Like, if you want us to help you with this, you're going to do this, and
yeah,
you know,
yeah. With the
Who was
drugs
blackmailing
involved.
who?
her parents, and I mean, I think that's all that was going on in that house. Everybody coming in there was using everybody else, and get something on this person so they can't use you so much anymore, and oh, he can get good stuff quick, so we better keep him happy, you know.
Well, somebody says I think they felt pressure to arrest DB because they failed the community over there a few times before when it came to him.
Mm-hmm. That's another
Well, you
possibility.
know, if the boy really needed help, there's plenty. At one point in my life, I went to Teen Challenge. 6 months, hard being away from your family and everybody you knew for 6 months, but you got your shit together.
Okay.
And then, you know, there's all kinds of places opened up for boys that need help or girls that need help. If the family just wants to get on the phone or get on the computer and look for it. And I don't blame him for carrying a hammer around. All those other guys running around there's got guns.
Air Force says the police is probably keeping tabs on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, of course, they're not stupid.
Yeah.
There's
Well, that's
probably
what I wanted to address.
already
That's what I wanted to
narcs
address.
going in her house or
Don't think
dealing
that
with her
they are
already.
not woke. I meant to mention. I wanted to mention that in my earlier live yesterday morning. Is that don't think the police didn't notice something in her house. That's the reason why they took her kids. Besides the death of Cash Gardner. I meant
Yeah,
to
because
mention
those kids are
Amen.
old enough. Those kids are old enough that they didn't really need to be watched that much. But then they knew there was no supervision there.
Well, that's why I said they saw something. See, this is what people don't understand. This goes back to Cal City. You saw something when you went to the house to investigate about the dead baby to remove the other children.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Because like Bayou Wong said to the chiefs, it's not normal for children to be removed just because one's missing.
I always wondered if
Amen.
because they didn't really tell us how old all those kids were, if the foster kids there
They were
really hated the two babies.
teenagers.
Okay, did they hate those babies because those babies got adopted and they didn't
Who are you talking about?
Yeah. Who
in
got the dog?
California? They could have been wrestling and accidentally hurt the kids or hurt them on purpose because they got
Well,
adopted.
see,
We
the thing
didn't.
is,
We've been
you
here
are
longer.
never going to know the truth about Cal City. And with this one, we just have to wait to see what DB has to say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
Cal
sure he's
City,
already telling them something.
you're not getting ready. I don't think you're going to get anything out of Cal City. Nah, you're not
No,
getting anything out of that.
not until you
Mm-mm.
find them.
Yes,
And
you can
I
do it.
think that's coming
But
pretty close.
even if you find them, nobody's going to talk. That's obvious now. Nobody is ever.
Yeah, but they're going to be able to find. They're going to be able to find some kind of evidence on those
Yeah,
bodies.
I'm not saying that's
something.
what I'm
Hopefully.
saying a walkie-talkie to say this is what happened on this day or night. Nobody's getting ready to tell you nothing from Cal City. I can tell you that.
Well, you know,
You got
grandmas
one left
don't have any
survivor.
pictures of the
They're not
babies in
gonna
their
talk.
Halloween costume. Nobody got together for Thanksgiving and take a picture of the turkey with the babies around. That is stupid. They can't tell me them babies weren't there.
At least with Texas, you've got one survivor.
Oh, Dee Dee, don't
Yeah,
start. You wonder what the
but
other bed.
he's gonna feel guilty.
Yeah. What about
He's gonna feel guilty. He's gonna feel like, why was I saved? Why couldn't I just go with him? You know, Daddy didn't want me, and then look what happened. They didn't care about us enough to protect us. Mommy, where were you? Why couldn't we stay with Grandma?
He's gonna have a
You know,
lot of
that kid's
therapy.
gonna
have
be
a lot of guilt?
angry.
Yeah.
That baby's gonna be angry.
He's gonna need a lot of therapy.
He needs to be able to scream and holler at people right now. And I bet that baby, like if she's telling the truth, because she lies like a sheep, if she's telling the truth, and Carter said he went outside, that baby saw who took him outside.
Yep.
So I wonder when they took him away, from Monica's house,
Thank God.
if they got something from him when they talked to him before he went to Mama and Grandma's.
Well, didn't you
Yeah,
guys
a lie
find it?
detector test was administered. 2 people was offered. Let me take that back. A lie detector test was offered to certain people in the Cal City case, but the chief will not
refused.
admit to who said what, denied it. He won't say.
You know what I find kind of weird too is Monica and Cameron weren't even the ones that said, "Oh, we have cameras." They literally pretended like they forgot about the cameras.
And the other
And
thing,
the younger one ended up saying that they had cameras, Matthew. So that could be
even if
another
they
reason
couldn't
why they
fake
took him out
cry,
of the house.
where
Because they haven't
was
put
the anger?
him.
Where was the anger with
Don't say
Monica
that.
and Cameron? Even if they couldn't fake a cry, even if they couldn't run in there and find an onion or something and put in their eyes and make them cry.
Yeah, that was fake.
Where
Fake
was the
cry.
anger? Even when he
That
was
was a lot
saying
of dry.
he shouldn't have done that, there was no anger.
Well, see, that's
Yeah.
the thing you got to
And I
always
know,
remember about a co-conspirator. They're not going to be angry because they're glad that they're gone. Duh.
Yeah.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm
Gone.
saying.
What the hell am I going to show you anger for? I got you gone. That was the purpose of getting you gone.
Yep. Dry.
Yeah, but
eyes,
even
dry
meth
cry.
heads,
I'll show you
overreact.
nothing.
You know.
You're out of here. Thank you. Hate to say it
Thank
like that.
you.
That's how a killer
right.
thinks. Woo. Thank you. Show you
All right.
nothing.
All right.
I'll show you
Bye.
anything.
Bye.
Y'all have a great
Yeah,
night.
You too.
Okay.
I think field day that the
Let's talk you
defense
down.
attorney is going to have with discrepancy with the time frame with the call-in from her calling in when she called in the missing child and the time frame when they found him. What happened in between that time?
Say that one more time.
The time frame from when she called in from the missing child and from the time frame of when the child was found. What time? What did that happen? What happened in that time frame?
You talking about prior to or after he passed or taken out?
Shay
Well,
not behave.
when he was found, from the time that she called in, what all happened?
Yes, not out. You can't give what you don't have. Amen.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
what all happened?
The only thing I heard was that she called the police after they started figuring out that it was that Cash was missing, but they went out looking for him, not in the house, which is
Yeah, she
really
didn't
weird
call
because
in
that would be the first thing I
like
do.
10.
Yes, exactly. So they have to find.
Yeah.
They have to get an
So what
answer.
all did she do?
They got to come up with some bullshit, some stuff to cover what they were doing, what they did.
Yeah. Was she deleting film?
Probably.
Was she deleting videos?
Probably.
Was she deleting text? What all was she doing?
Yeah.
Well, if they got her phone, she could delete text all she wants. They could find. They could still get that.
Don't matter about you deleting nothing. It don't matter right now. If you get mad at somebody, you cuss them out, you delete it. It's in there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's still in there.
It don't matter what they said to you. You erase it. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the mind. That's the human's mind. I erased it. It means nothing.
Yeah. No, you can't
that's what I'm saying.
They could pull it out of the cloud.
Were they coming up with a story?
Well, Tina says, I believe they were cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah. It's possible. That kitchen was definitely spick and span compared to the rest of the house.
Were they calling the daddy demo?
I'm just thinking on a logical standpoint. I'm getting ready to go through all this trouble to get this child gone because of whatever I'm feeling, whatever the voices told me. Then I got to go get the kid wherever, kill the kid. Then I'm going to go home and goof off for 2 hours, 2.5 hours and come back, start it again. That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They had to come up with a story.
It wouldn't matter even if he was schizophrenic or not. That part definitely don't make no sense.
Right.
Rehearsing.
I'm coming back and it's daylight. It's very bold and brazen. Breaking in at one point in the dark is one thing. Coming back for round 2, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't.
Makes sense.
Yeah, like why would he come in the daytime to come back and get the other one? Like that's definitely
Air Force. They had to clean up the residue of cooking meth. Well, cooking meth, I'm sure just don't go away because you clean up the kitchen. I'm sure it's got a nice little aroma.
That's what I said. Primer in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jamie's talking about the genetics. The sad part about it is that baby is so prone to become an addict already because it's genetics. If they don't get him proper help, it will happen. Exactly. That's another thing. True. And the addicts of her own children. Stay woke. All of them are prone to be addicts.
Yeah.
Trauma.
Troublemakers. In trouble. See, stay woke. Those children have probably seen a lot of abuse, a lot of foolishness, mayhem, felonious behavior with her in and out of jail. They've already seen it. You know they have. And all they got to do is start acting out and fall in behind mommy.
Exposed to trauma.
The news said nobody was looking for them. What are you talking about, Bree Love? Looking for the kids? Well, we don't know. We don't have a receipt or nothing. See, that's the whole point. Everything started with Monica Sherrod. That's why I keep telling people, stay woke. The evidence is sitting in front of you. The ringleader is her. She's all the one doing the talking. You ain't had a neighbor, Pookie, Ray, nobody. Her.
Right.
You know, Miss America.
I can't believe she hasn't been
charged. Thank you for everything. Oh, God bless you. And I'm just thank you so much. I didn't want to go live and thank you.
Thank you for everybody that sees
that. Donated cash.
Us, but the rest of y'all, the hell with you if you don't.
You ain't got no fans.
Yeah,
no, she said F you.
You got love in America
I'm
and
trying to keep it clean.
Good luck with that.
I'm trying to keep it clean.
Since you got so many fans on the LB2, won't they come out there to Texas and help you clean up that damn nasty ass house? I said that.
No, if I had an 18-wheel, I'd drive right through it.
Even the side of the house, like where that opening is, they had nothing but trash out there. Straight like.
Love says they probably want to get rid of DV and cash at the same time. Interesting point. Never heard that one before. Because you hear the people doing that. I get you to kill somebody and then I kill you so you don't ever talk.
Right. Walkie talkie.
They weren't that smart though. If indeed it's a setup and they used Darren Brown, they weren't smart enough to knock off Darren Brown.
Instead, they got him framed for what they did.
That's something men would do. Kill the guy they hired.
Patsy.
Yeah.
Wanted a patsy. It's a sad
Only thing I went back to the first news report, definitely no rain or wet ground. Well, no matter what, it's still jacked up. However you look at it, rain or no rain. All this traveling and where the child was murdered, because we still don't have a definite location. You all keep bringing up the woods, but I keep telling you there has not been one article that I have ever mentioned the woods as a source of death.
No, the PD keeps talking about the woods.
Well, I'm just saying, this is why I said why you can't keep listening to what other people are saying, because that's not the news. That's not the police going to the news to give this said information.
Yeah.
They keep saying that they have received, but they haven't shown anything.
Are they talking about past that gating area, that gate area? They
I
call it
guess,
the
honey, I
woods,
don't know.
or are
I
they
think what
talking
it was,
about
they
where the
saw the
trees
police
are?
over there looking around and think they seen him come out with something. So that's what started the rumors about. That's where they think the child was murdered.
Okay.
They haven't shown any receipts.
No. Mm-mm.
Look, not out. She's thinking of a new hustle. Well, good luck.
Let me in on it.
Honey, all that heifer need is a tent. As they
Let's
call
be
them.
partners.
As they call them, river rats. She need to just get a little shack by the river.
Let me be in on it.
My baby brother's
Let's make some
schizophrenic, and
money.
he doesn't have the ability to think that far ahead to have a big plan as elaborate as that. Okay, they showed them taking evidence bags out of the woods. Well, lucky that's what I said. People said they saw them coming out, so I say that's where they got that allegedly from. Whatever they saw the police bringing out of there.
We
A
are
trail
never
starts off
gonna
the grass
know.
to the street. So was there blood beyond the gate? Honey.
You know,
Oh, I say this.
Queen, we are never gonna
Nothing beyond,
know
not
till
nothing,
the
baby.
popo wants us to know.
Right, that's the point. Medical examiner and the detectives and the state. Well, like I said, and I'm going to end this live. I've reached out to Mr. Heath Harris, of course, and naturally he responded the other night when I was live. I've not heard back from him because naturally he's a busy man trying to get this case underway. So I hope he will call the Queen one day and have a nice little sit down. But until then, I just wait.
Yep.
Just wait.
Well, he's got his plate full.
Well, Jamie, you got the best comments. Don't give your child a childhood. They have to recover from it. They won't have to use drugs to make the abuse. Amen.
Amen.
If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome to the live. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Let's Talk News. I
You're
will come back
welcome.
with more
Thank you for
commentary
having
when I
me.
get more information anytime, sweetheart. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to check out of here because it's over 2 hours and 30-something minutes. But when I get more information, I will bring it to you guys as I get it.
All right.
I will share other content that I hear on the YT. Thank you, Miss Molly Golightly, for the information from your channel, because that is part of the discussion that I did on my earlier live yesterday. But I would like to know, because you all kind of veered off my topic.
You are quite welcome.
I'd like to know
Queen,
the relationship
and
with the
you
two.
are looking mighty hot today.
Marvelous.
You are looking mighty fine.
Mighty hot to go to my bed by myself.
Well, you are looking mighty fine.
Thank you so much,
You are
darling.
looking mighty hot.
Seriously, that's my question, is the relationship between Monica Sherrod and Darren Brown. Was there a personal, intimate relationship?
I think so.
And if so, what happened? And if not, when did she turn on him? What did he do for this fiasco to lead up to the bludgeoning of a 4-year-old? Because I have to tell myself that whatever transpired between Monica Sherrod and that baby, that is the reason we are here today talking about a dead 4-year-old. Something happened between those two. Something jumped off.
Yeah.
Now, there was a jump off. Now, I could be wrong. Could just be this guy is sick, mentally sick, disturbed, but it's too much wrangling.
Yeah.
For schizophrenic. Yeah. It's too much movement for schizophrenic.
Yeah. Plus,
too much traveling.
If they weren't guilty, they wouldn't have lied.
But it's
about Cameron and
that's my point. It's always start at the beginning. The lies were put before us day one, before we even knew Darren Brown's name. And that's what I think.
Yes, ma'am.
You have no reason to lie. You have nothing to hide.
Exactly.
I'm going down.
Everyone have a wonderful morning.
Nancy. Good
Hi,
night.
everybody. Thank you. Let's Talk News, Nancy, my mods. This is Everyday Shenanigans. You all stay safe. God bless you. Have a blessed and safe weekend.